doesn't love a celebration? And I tell you, when the celebrations are as good as these, you're going to absolutely adore them. I know it kicked off yesterday with Derek. He was texting me last night telling me about what an incredibly amazing day that he had had. Well, there's still what? This is the beginning of day 2 of 7. So there is loads more to come. And shut the front door. Have you heard how much money we are giving away? Up to £250,000. Not only that, every single purchase that you make from us here at Crafters Companion and Crafters TV is going to get double points. That's right, getting you to that next level in the club even quicker. In this show alone, there are up to almost £20,000 worth of freebies that you could avail of, which is amazing. In fact, scratch that, over £20,000 worth, which is incredible. Also remember as well, someone's going to win in every single show, which is amazing. There is a bundle of goodies that we're going to be giving away in every single show, and all you've got to do is comment. So get yourself over onto Facebook, on the Crafters TV live feed there. Get yourself on YouTube as well. It's going to be a fun-filled couple of hours. Check out the prizes that are coming your way for this show as well, worth £179.95 or £254.75. All of those goodies. We've got some builder block in there, some so inspired cutting mats, all wonderful essentials in there for you as well. Now, if all of that wasn't exciting enough, the most exciting thing of all, Sara's here with me. How are you, Sara?
Oh, I'm brilliant, and I am so excited about this show. I told everybody yesterday, I was saying, when we only get to do the sewing shows once a week, and I have to share them now with Leanne, so I don't get to do all of them. Leanne gets to do a lot of them, and then quite often I watch Leanne's show and was like, oh, I wish I could do that. So let me tell you, I've got an amazing show planned. Even if you don't sew, I'm going to convince you to try something today. We're going to be doing some nice simple projects to get started. We're going to build up and do some more advanced stuff. I'm going to be doing a little bit of quilting. I've got a lovely project I'm going to make for our little Charlie. Wait till you see that one. And I've actually got a nice little jewellery fastener project that I made. Crikey, I made one quite a few weeks ago. My mum said she would love one, so I've decided we're going to make that on the show as well, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So honestly, I've got all sorts planned for you. So basically, I'll do all of the stitching over here. Joe'll do all of the chatting over there, right? And if you chat with Joe, because that whole thing about the prize, I'll be really honest, we've done this to try and hoodwink you, to get you to chat more. Because what we've found is so many of you watch the shows and don't chat along with us. But then when people do start chatting along with us, they enjoy the shows even more. It's how loads of people have made friends. So we said, let's, in the anniversary week, give away all these big prizes every show. Just for someone, all you have to do is chat along and we'll pick a comment at random. Joe gets to be the lucky one who picks somebody at random at the end of the show. You could win that fantastic big prize with the rotating mat, with the builder block in. You could win that just for chatting along with Joe. I mean, come on, does it get any better than that?
I don't think it does. Mind you, having said that, some of the deals coming up in this show are pretty amazing. And do you know what? We're going to kick it off. I see loads of you chatting away already. Sarah is saying hi this morning. I see Janine's here. Can't wait for today. Happy anniversary. Cynthia as well says, love the shirt and the shoes, sir. Someone's been checking out Sarah's Facebook page. She's got her hiking boots on ready. Yes, we do want to see. Come on. Ready?
Don't laugh. Right. So that's because I can't kind of do it round this way, right? That's because I'm going hiking with my mum tomorrow.
Are you breaking them in?
And I only realised on Friday, my mum said to us, have you got some hiking boots, pet, for our walks? And I was like, oh. She says, you can borrow your dad's. Well, my dad's a size smaller than me, so I tried them on and they were hurting just trying them on. So I said, right. So I ordered them on Friday. They arrived yesterday, so I thought better work them in. Ready for my hike. I'm hiking up Helvellyn, which for those of you that don't know is one of our big fells in the lake. So, not starting off gentle. So yes, got my hiking boots on ready. So that'll be interesting. If you see me sewing machine whizzing away, it's because I've got this big massive boot on it.
I think they look fabulous. Functional and fabulous. Right, big news for you. Something that we brought to you several times recently, and it's always been UK only. And I know you guys always said, oh, but us guys in the US, we really want to get our hands on it. Well, Sara has pulled some string, quite long ones as well. There's a lot of pulling going on before the show. And we've got the snap fastener. Now the snap fastener is great. It's an amazing price. Ordinarily $29.99 to get the snap fastener. You've got the pliers in there, you've got the tools, you've got absolutely everything you need. However, it's the £250,000 giveaway. Therefore, we're going to give you the selection box worth $14.99 included for free. And yes, you're seeing it right there on your screen. It is now available in the US as well. $29.99 in the UK, $34.95 if you're in the US. I expect this to go really quickly because I know so many of you have been waiting so long for this in the US. This is a great tool whether you're a sewer or if you can't sew at all, I think, isn't it, Sarah?
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, when I got one of these, it was like life-changing. Look at this. So if you're doing, and I'm going to do some little projects today that honestly will convince you, even if you've never done any sewing, you'll want to get started with some of the easy stuff I've got planned today. Look how awesome it is to make your own little purse and put the snap fastener on. And I've got loads of these examples, loads of stuff. Then also, look at this. This is what I'm going to make for you later. This is the one that I made before. It's a jewellery holder. So can you see, you pop all your necklaces on the top and bottom. It's so easy to make this. I'm going to show you. You've got the little pocket in here, place for you to put all of your little rings on there, but they're all done with these snap fasteners. Even, are you ready for this? I've got boys, 3 boys at home. Look at this. Spider-Man socks, and you can put one on each sock and keep the pairs of socks together. I mean, come on.
Can you put them in the washing machine like that?
You could just put them in the washing machine like that, and then you don't lose them.
Amazing.
How brilliant is that? Now, what? Let me do you want me to show you how it works? Is that all right, Joe?
I'm you go for it.
In the show a little bit, right? So, bear in mind, this is the snap fastener toolkit. You got the freebies because we're giving away £20,000 worth of stuff in this show. So I'm just going to show you the bit you're buying. Joe'll show you the bit that you get for free as well. Here's all the gear. I've got just a little scrap of fabric here, okay? So let's just put one on each side. Let's do a nice blue one. Now, when we open these up and pour them out, what you'll see is you've got the ones that look like pins, right? They look like little drawn pins. You need 2 of them. Then we've got the innies and the outies. So you need 1 of each, innie and outie, all right? And then can you see you've got the pokey tool thing, and then you've actually got the applicator. Now, this is designed to put on this size of snap fasteners. However, within the tool, you've got different sizing, and then you've got the tools to change this bit out if you end up buying different snap fastenings. So it'll play nicely with other little snap fastenings as well. So watch this. I'm going to just, obviously I'm not doing this perfect. This is just to show you. I'm going to poke the hole in, all right? And then you go through with the pin, and you put on either the male or the female end, right? And you'll see when you push it down, it kind of clips into place. And then all you do is you take this under here. Can you see this is the nice rubbery bit for where you've got the pinny edge, right? You're going to pop this in. Make sure it's just held in place quite nicely. And then once it is, you're going to squeeze it all down. What it does is it flattens that pin to put you the snap fastening on. So once we're in, we can then work out where we want the second half of the snap fastening to go. And it's exactly the same. Essentially what you're going to do is this is going to stick, can you see this end is going to stick into that end when that's on the pin. So all you're going to do is we're going to take it, we're going to put the pin in, same sort of thing, all right? We're going to put the pin through this time. So the pin comes through from this end. Then you're going to put the other end on. So just make sure you've got the opposite end. Let's have a look. I haven't. I've got the same end twice. Don't know how I've done that.
June's asking if this would work on paper, this fasteners.
The snap fasteners, of course it would.
Yeah, awesome.
Of course it would.
So she says rather than Velcro and gift card holders, maybe I could do this instead. What a great idea.
Snap fastener, brilliant idea. Absolutely. Can you see how easy it is as well, Joe? So just adjust that. Make sure it's all moving right. Squeeze that together. That squeezes that one in. Now those 2 are married up. So now you've got the snap fastener, 1 on each side, and they are on there and permanent. I just think, like you say, even if it's for just doing the kids' socks to go through the washing machine, how brilliant is that? And then look how easy it was. So yes, everybody needs a snap fastener, and today you're going to buy the snap fastener. I'll let Joe show you anyway. That's the snap fastener toolkit with the actual tool and everything. But trust me, once you get going, you'll want loads of the actual little fasteners. That's what we're giving you for free.
Is that the international sign for fasteners that you just... Fasteners.
Fasteners. Want loads of fasteners? We'll give you them for free.
Right, so yes, you're going to get the snap fastener toolkit. It's got the pliers, it's got everything you need. There's a screwdriver, the needle, you've got the bolts in there. It's all in there basically. But then what you get is this, which gives you all the extra fasteners in all the different colours. You've even got little different shape ones on there, like little star shapes as well. So this should be $14.99. However, today it is completely free of charge as part of our £250,000 giveaway. Very busy on that. First opportunity you've had to get that in the USA, so I'm really expecting you guys to grab those very, very quickly. Liz says she shopped early this morning. She's already got a Peter fabric material. She loves sewing since she started sewing in January. Well, funny you should mention Peter Rabbit material. We have got genuine licensed Peter Rabbit material available for you on the show. Oh my word, it is so darn cute. Have you seen this? So it's like London scenes that you've got basically, and I love it. You've got the bus on there, you've got the guards from Horse Guards Parade, you've even got a lamppost. The London Eye is on there as well. Now it's busy across all of it. I must warn you though that this one here, the London Street Grey, already a fifth of the stock has gone just on the preview alone. I'll pop that one down there. The other one I'm really worried about selling out as well is this one here, which is the London Scene Blue, which is again super adorable. You've got those beautiful scenes there. You've got the flags, the buses, the post box. It's all on there, which is gorgeous. $5.39 or $7.19, which is awesome. There's three other options for you as well. So you've got the London Icon White, which is this one just here. I love that Union Jack bunting. You've got Tower Bridge on there. It's just so, so cute. And then what you've also got then is this one here, which is also really gorgeous, like a park scene. It's London Park White is what that one's called. All with that gorgeous Peter Rabbit art on there as well. And then finally, this one just here is your London Eye Blue. But as I said, if you've got your eye on the London Street Grey or the London Scene Blue, those first two that I showed you, I'm really worried that they're going to go very, very quickly. We don't have anywhere near as much of those as we would like. Talking of things that I think could go quickly as well this morning, don't forget we've got the fabric cutter on the show as well. Now, Sarah said, oh, do you know what? I'm going to demo this in the second hour. And I said, oh, Sarah, I'm not sure that's a good idea because I know it could go quickly. Sarah, do you fancy giving us a bit of a whiz round the fabric cutter?
Well, I happen to have, I'm sitting here now ironing my last piece. I've got a couple of samples of the Peter Rabbit fabric. I'm giving the last piece an iron so I can use this if you want to show you how that fabric cutter works.
Yes, please.
Perfectly
Isn't that fabric gorgeous?
It's lovely.
The quality is wonderful as well.
It's just lovely. And my boys would love it. It's not too girly, you know. So, right, here we go. If I just fold this over, you see, we can get this folded over, just lining it up. Now, I always have this nice big A3 cutting mat that we work, actually, it's not A3, it's an A1 cutting mat that we work on. Massive cutting mat. So, when you've got the cutting mat, can you see? This is basically a rotary cutter. I'm trying to show it to the camera here. Can you see it? When you press it down, that's when the blade protrudes below the bottom piece. That makes sense to say? But then when you lift it up, it's absolutely fine to touch. So what it means is, if you've got a similar setup to what we've got here, you've got loads of space, all you do is place this in place. We can have a little look where we want to square that up. I'm lining up one of these lines with the fold of the fabric. Once we're happy, hand goes on, push down, and it's literally, I mean, I think it really appeals to me because I'm a paper crafter. How fabulous is it to be able to cut this? So if I want it to cut like a 2-inch strip, look at this. You pull it towards you. I like to cut on the push it down and towards you, and your strips are perfect. I mean, it literally is. I couldn't believe it when the team developed it. I was like, what on earth did you do before you had one of these? I can tell you now, it's as long as you've got a nice big cutting mat at the base, which I'm guessing most of you watching who are sewing will do, you'll absolutely love this. Trust me, it's just genius. I'll be using it all the way through the show. but they're telling me it's probably not going to last.
Yeah, 10% gone already. I love it because it looks great. I know it's a bit shallow of me, but I think it just looks really snazzy, which I love about it. If you want to grab it, $47.99 if you're in the UK, $71.99 if you are in the US. Now, loads of you chatting away. I think it's the prospect of someone winning that amazing prize in this show, isn't it? But Coletta saying she would love to win that prize. Susan saying love the snap fasteners. Sandra says she's really been looking forward to this show. Oh, what a box of tricks, says Jackie. So useful for little purses and the like. That's about that snap fastener as well. Claire asked actually about the snap fastener. Good question. Do you have to have a lot of weight behind it to snap it on, Sarah? No,
not much at all, because I put mine away now, which I shouldn't do because I'm going to need it in the first. I'm now Ara. Here we go. Sarah, back up and running there, back up and running, right? No, it really isn't. Look at this. Because of the way, my dad always taught me about this, it's the lever. So because of the fact that the levers come right out to here, it's really, I mean, I could just do it with one finger if I wanted.
Amazing.
So that's how little pressure it needs, because all you're doing is folding over a little plastic. It's like a little plastic drawing pin. So really, really lightweight and easy. Trust me, get it home and try it. You're going to love it.
Yeah, they are absolutely fabulous. Always very busy, especially now that we're able to dispatch to you guys in the US as well. A lot of love for the fabrics as well in the comments too. Right, I want to talk about, so you've got gorgeous fabrics. Going to need somewhere to store them, aren't you? Now, what we've got for you is the Totally Tiffany collection on the show for you. I absolutely love this. So what you get is, you get 5 of the files. So that's the outside element, which is this part just here. What you're then getting as well is 20 of the inserts that go in here. And basically what they are like little reusable bolts or wraps that you can pop your fabric onto and keep it all really neat and pristine. And I just think it's such a great idea. Now, you can do it with metre pieces or half metre pieces. It's completely up to you. It keeps them all nice and organised as well, whether you stack them up on top of each other. I think if you go out to classes and things, it's amazing. But if you really want to organise everything by colourways or by different designs, it just means that you can really have it beautifully organised. And also, once you've then pressed it and popped it in here, it's going to keep it all nice and crease free for you as well. If you've got loads of sort of oddments of fabric around, you really want to organise them, this will be a great way of doing it. $31.98 if you're in the UK, $33.98 if you are across in the USA. Even though we're doing this £250,000 giveaway as well, remember guys, you can still use all of your Club Inspired discounts across absolutely everything that we bring to you here on the show, which is fantastic. Right, I need to give you a heads up on the fabulous deal that we've got on the builder blocks for you, because the builder blocks, you can see it right there. So what you're doing is you're paying for Rob Peter to pay Paul, which is $59.99 it should be in the UK, or $89.95 in the US. We are giving you completely free of charge the pineapple. Now the pineapple should be $69.99 in the UK or $89.95 in the UK. Hang on,
are we giving away the more expensive one?
We are giving you away the more expensive. You're actually saving more than you are spending. Now if you already have our builder block system, I know you're going to absolutely love it. You can make 6, 8, 9 and 12 inch blocks across these 2 different systems. And there's loads of different ways in which that you can put the blocks together. Let me just show you the back of the Rob Peter to pay Paul actually, and show you just on this one how you can use loads of different blocks. You see, so you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different designs on here that you're going to be able to make. And remember, you can make those in 4 different sizes. So that is in essence 40 different blocks that you can make there. Let me just quickly show you the back of the pineapple as well, because the pineapple goes together beautifully. It's such a gorgeous traditional quilt block style that you've got there with that. $59.99 or $89.95 if you are in the US. You're saving more than you are spending if you're in the UK, which is absolutely fantastic. You going to stay there? Yeah, you stay there. Right, what are you guys saying? There's so much excitement in the comments. I love that London fabric, says Callie Chick. Malia saying, honestly, I haven't sewn so much since I watched The Softer Side. And Debbie says, anniversary week, Sara and Joe and all wishing you much more success. Happy about the new time. It's been 5 a.m. for me all year. Now it's 7. Lovecraft's companion. Congrats from Omaha in, what's NE? Any idea, Sara? Nebraska.
Is it?
Must be. I can't think of any others that are NE.
So for like Nebraska.
It's NE, I think. Yeah, Nebraska.
Let us know. I don't know.
Geography is definitely not my strongest point. Right, I need to let you know about the multifunctional dies that we've got for you on the show, because these are incredible. They are great value when we bring them to you at the full price, because they are one die set that is going to enable you to make 3 different bags, if you will. So what you've got is the first one, which allows you to make, is a travel set, and you've got the
My
travel
favourite.
wallet. Is that your favourite one?
Yeah, because I love the passport holder in.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
I do
Hopefully-
love this one too as well, actually. I've made a couple of makeup bags with that one. Not makeup bags, like toiletry bags.
So you've got the cosmetic bag, the mini bowling bag, and the crescent bag there. And then for free, we're going to give you the drawstring drum bag, the fabric storage basket, and the cylindrical carry case, which is amazing. Let me just show you a few of the different things that you can make with these, because the quality of the bags that you've got are absolutely amazing. I got myself a bit stuck there. If you'd have tuned, I just got stuck down, and then my talk back started to dig in a bit. I didn't think I was going to be able to get back up. What I want to show you is some of the great bags that you can make. Look at this gorgeous purse that you're able to make with these dies. But from going from things like purses, I actually love these. Just so you can have, like, how fancy is it when you go around someone's house, Sarah, and they have hand towels for you to use when you've washed your hands in the downstairs loo? Oh, imagine that with lovely little white hand towels
My
stacked in
friends
there.
aren't that fancy, Joe.
Then you've got like a really lovely
That's
drum
what
bag.
I made. I made one of them.
And then this one is the bowling ball bag, as we call it, this one, that one there. And again, really lovely. What I love about them is they're beautiful. You're going to make beautiful bags, but they're totally functional as well. Whether you're using them for yourself or gifts, they are absolutely gorgeous. $59.98 or $79.90 gets you absolutely all of them, which is fantastic. Loads of questions and comments coming in. Keep getting them into us over on Facebook or on YouTube. Remember, one lucky commenter is going to win that gorgeous prize draw. Right, something else. Do you want? We know you're loving freebies at the moment. So, as part of this next deal, we're going to give you 4 lots of the thread to get you started. Of course, it is our Overlocker, and that is UK only. Remember though, double points across absolutely everything. So even if you were new, you weren't in Club Inspire yet, this next purchase alone would make you, what, a silver member. You'd be 2 points away from being a silver member already. We are, of course, talking about our fabulous Overlocker. Here are all the features. That is an amazing machine, and Sara's going to tell us more about that as we go through the show. I just need to give you a heads up. I told you I thought this was going to happen, but the 2 Peter Rabbit fabrics that I mentioned earlier, this one just here, which is the London Street Grey, and also, which is that one there, and also this one, the blue one, so the London Scene Blue, they are both now 1/3 of the stock. A lot of you have got these in unchecked baskets as well, so I think they will both go very quickly, those two. They are a ½ metre. A lot of you are multi-ordering on this now as well. They are ½ metres. Remember, if you buy multiple metres, we'll do our best to cut them as one piece for you. So if you want to go for, 4 of one, we'll send you that out as one big piece, which is awesome, which is always worth bearing in mind across not just these, but all of our fabrics that we bring you here at Crafter's Companion. Right, very busy in the comments. Loads of questions coming in, Sara, so I'm going to dive into these while you get on your first, while you treat us to some more craftiness.
Well, I'm going to start, what did I say today? I'm starting with nice, easy projects, okay? I've got some slightly more advanced ones, but I'm trying to do some really easy stuff today. So if you're one of them people that's been sitting on the fence, that haven't come on the sewing journey with us the last few months, today I'm going to convince you to do that, and I'm going to show you how this will be the machine to get you started, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is use that Peter Rabbit fabric. So I've actually just been ironing all of mine, and you know I love a good cushion cover, Joe, as a starter project, but what I think we do this time is a cushion cover. I brought one of our Charlie's books in. I thought we'd do a cushion cover with an extra little pocket in the front for a book. Yeah.
I love these.
So I've got the Peter Rabbit. So I've got the plain, the one with just the Peter Rabbit on the back. That's going to be the front. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on the front here as the little pocket. So can you see, this will hold his little book perfectly. Now, just as a little added extra, because I like to personalise things as well, right? I just cut out a little C out of one of the like grey fabrics that we had, and all I'm going to do, I haven't got time to stitch it on, but I'm going to stick it on. This is my life with a lot of my sewing projects, Joe, and bear in mind we do stick and spray, which is the repositionable, and stick and stay, which is the permanent. I use this for taking the boys' trousers up sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't last all the way through the
set that permanent one?
Yes.
Okay.
So can you see, I'm just going to put plenty of it on, short, sharp bursts of spray. Then we're going to lift this out. Oh, see for Charlie in the bottom there. And if I just bring this in and decide where we want to put it, and it's just like an iron-on, well, it's just an iron-on fabric adhesive. So can you see, I'm going to lie this there. It's fine to touch, it doesn't feel sticky or anything like that, which means I can get it exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to go straight over with my iron. I'll be really honest though, we do like a nice, like a heat-proof mat. So ideally, if I was at home, I'd be putting my heat-proof mat on there. So now, I mean, I'm not even going to top stitch that. That's just going to stick on there brilliantly for our Charlie, right? So there we go. I've ironed all of my pieces, and I'm going to take this. So here's my backing piece. This is the Sara School of Easy Cushions, right? So that's going to be the front of my cushion, and then we're going to have the little book pocket. And can you see, I'm literally right down to the salvage here at the bottom, Joe. I mean, I didn't even have half a metre of the fabric to work with, because we only had so much of it in, and I was like, no, I don't want to compromise selling it on the show. So that is roughly the size of the, can you see, this is the cushion that I had. So I've just roughly made the same size as the cushion. Do you know what I've started doing at home, Joe? I've started getting old pillows, cutting them in half, turning them over and just overlocking down the side, and then using old pillows cut in half as cushions, because I was making that many cushions.
Wow.
I was making that many cushion covers. I needed cushions to go in them. We had a load of old pillows. They're expensive, them cushioning, as you know.
So what, you just like push all the filling to one end and then just overlock straight across?
You know, I fold it in half and then like just push the stuffing out the middle, cut down the middle, and then squeeze it into the machine and just overlock the edge, and it doesn't come out.
Now there's a top tip.
Sarah's School of cheeky using lots of extra stuff. Right, here we go. For the back, I was going to do an envelope back, but again, being really honest, Joe, I didn't have enough fabric. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the back on like this, right? And then I'm going to use a little snap fastener in the middle. So awesome. You can use that snap fastener wherever you want. So what you're going to do is, you're going to go right sides together with your fabric. So I'm just going to go right side together with this. And then I have stitched down these ends just to make my whole demonstration a little bit easier. So can you see, they're around about the same length, and I'll get that snap fastener in there. And then, as I don't like to pin anything, I'm just using the quilting clips to hold everything in place as we're going to go through them. So can you see, I can grab both of them so that it won't move. I don't pin anything at home.
You know,
Joe.
You can get 10 of those for free today.
I do know.
Absolutely.
I know. Everybody at home doesn't know. You can tell them.
Absolutely free of charge. Now, if you go for these two items, so you go for the items, it's the bobbin holders and the bobbin clamps. I was learning all about what these did today, and I can show you now as well, Sarah. So here is your holder there, as you can see. So I didn't know this, but it keeps your bobbin with your thread. What an amazing! I just always looked at them. It's just one of those things that I always looked at and thought, I have no idea how they work. But I'm enlightened now. And then you've got your bobbin holder as well in there. So you buy those two, and then the amazing thing is, we give you those. You get 10 of our legendary quilting clips included for you there as well. $25.98 or $33.90. What a great deal that is. How have we managed? How did you manage to get all of this past Simon is what I want to know. This whole, £250,000 giveaway.
It's anniversary week. Anniversary week doesn't get any better than that. Now, I'm going to sew this, and I'm going to sew it really fast. And if you're sewing really fast and you want to make sure it never comes apart, you absolutely need an overlocker. Now, somebody once said something very wise to me, okay? An overlocker, by the way, before I go into that lovely advice I got, is where it basically overlocks 4 threads on top of each other. So I always think of it as knitting your thread over the edge. So whereas a sewing machine just goes up and down, just stitches a straight line, the overlocker, if you have a look underneath, most of your clothes will have overlocked edges. So have a little look turn all your insides of your clothes out, and you'll see most clothes have overlocked edges, and that's where they knit 4 pieces over the edge. So if I turn this right around, and hopefully the camera can get in nice up close to have a good look, right? And then I just open this down. You can see in there 4 threads come down. And what they do is, you thread them out, you saw it all being done. It comes pre-threaded, by the way. So if you're worried about threading it up, it already comes threaded. And I'll share with you a little bit later my tip on how to, if you need to change the colour of the cotton. Comes pre-threaded. These 2, you've got 2 top loopers and then 2 down the bottom. So one's going underneath, one's coming a little bit higher, and the 2 are coming over the top. And you'll see when we actually chain this through, it stitches over the edge. And it even cuts, it's got a little cutter here as well, it cuts off the edge of your piece. Now, the piece of advice that someone gave to me, okay, is they said when they started sewing, they had, bear in mind I'm doing this back to front upside down for you, you won't ever have to do this again, okay? They had a sewing machine and they were waiting till they got good enough at sewing to justify buying an overlocker, right? And then they realised after a few years, I'm never going to get that good at sewing unless I have an overlocker. So it's like a bit of a chicken and egg type of thing, okay? It's really, I found for me, I would never have bought one because I didn't think I was a good enough sewer to need one. But because we were using it in the show, I got to take one home from the office. Now I use my overlocker more than I use my sewing machine, because everything's so much quicker and you get that really professional edge over there. For the price that we do our overlocker at, and if you're looking and thinking it can't be a very good overlocker at that price, let me assure you, because you're buying it directly from us and not when you buy a sewing machine from a shop, bear in mind there's the manufacturer who's then sold it to a distributor, who's then sold it to the shop, who's then sold it to you. So you're in this big long chain, right? You're buying it directly from us. We're the manufacturer. So you're buying it from us up here, you're missing out all them levels of the chain who need to make a profit selling it to you, which is why we can sell it at such a fantastically low price versus other overlockers at this sort of quality. So another overlocker on the market at this sort of quality would be significantly higher price. And honestly, unless you are a professional seamstress, this is all the overlocker you're ever going to need. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off and I'm going to go straight down. Now I don't know, if I bring this a little bit further over, you might be able to see bits of it on the overhead camera as well. I can but hope, right? There you can go, you can see a little bit. So can you see I'm going through 4 layers of the fabric there. And what happens is, if I just bring in got the foot pedal there. So you just start, you don't need to, you just start going, Joe. And what it's doing is, it's feeding this through and it's actually cutting off. So this here is the excess piece that's left over. I'm going to bring this a little bit further in so you can see it a bit more. This is left over here. So I can go all the way through and it's knitting over the edge. So like I said, think of it as a knitting machine, knitting the threads right over the edge of the fabric, and it gives you that really, really professional edge. There it is. So this is, that's the edge that you're after, with that perfect kind of knit all the way down there with the 4 threads, and it is so much stronger than you would ever get. So Joe, all the masks that you're doing, if you're making a lot of masks at the moment, overlock the edges, takes a fraction of the time, they'll never come apart. I've had a few of my masks where the elastic come out a little bit, and it's just because I haven't gone backwards and forwards umpteen times with the threads. So I'm just going to overlock, I'll slightly move this back out the way so that I can do it a little bit easier. I'm just going to overlock all 4 sides down on that, Joe, now. So you can kind of watch me and you can read some comments. I'll give you permission, Joe.
Absolutely, thank you.
To do your chit-chat bit.
I'm flabbergasted, says Cynthia, she's in awe of that fabric cutter. Lots of questions. Kelly is saying as well, you got me started sewing with a mask. I've purchased some of your fabrics and tools now as well. I'm hoping to be able to get a builder block set and try quilt making as well. Today could be the day for you, Kelly. Julie saying, I love to watch box sets on the TV now. It's just Crafters TV all the time. I live on catch up. Love you guys and all the products. We love you as well, Julie. Patricia says, I have this overlocker, wouldn't be without it. Yes. Patricia, I'd love to know what you've been making with it. Maybe even you want to send us in some pictures. You can do that really easily by emailing them to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Sonia saying, I love the book pillow. Asuli saying as well, I love Crafters Companion. I'm addicted. I'm happy to say I've got another friend of mine addicted as well. I'm spreading the love. We love that you're spreading the love. Asuli. Michelle knits for you. Says, Sara, you are making me want to make room on the table for my sewing machine.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
And Patty says, talk about repurposing pillows. That is an awesome idea. Marie saying, oh wow, my wish list will have to be written on the toilet roll. It's getting too long now. And Michelle says, I highly recommend the threaded silicone accessory kit. These items are a huge help. I use the clips so much, and the bobbin and thread clips holders are phenomenal. No unwinding threads ever again. Remember, you get those free quilting clips in with those as well. Lisa saying, you're telling me you can use fabric with these dies in the Gemini? She can't quite believe it, I don't think. Lots of questions still about the snap fastener as well. I know we'll be going back to the snap fastener a little bit later in the show too.
I am going to be going snapping on my little piece now, actually, so now's a great time.
Awesome.
Right, I'm going to turn all of this inside out, Joe. That's the other thing I did loads during lockdown, by the way. I did loads of scrubs bags using the Overlocker, and it's just so much easier and so much of a better finish. Now look at this. So there's our Charlie's little book pillow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get up my iron and just give that a nice iron on the top, because I have cut that a bit fine, Joe, because I really, like I said, I didn't have an awful lot of that fabric. So, but it doesn't matter because we can sort it with the snap fastener.
What an amazing, super quick project though when you've got an overlocker. I mean, it wouldn't normally be such a quick project, I'm guessing, if you didn't have this overlocker.
Nope, that's what I love about the overlocker. And also, I mean, I've got boys, so not being funny, right? But my boys are not gentle with the stuff they use, right? So for this to be overlocked all the way, I know that's never going to come apart. I mean, how easy was this? Right, are you ready for the snap fastener bit? Let's get it back out. I've just heard, where have I put it? Here it is. I've just heard how many people have ordered it in the first like half an hour of the show. I'm so glad. You guys love it.
Everyone's loving it. I'm hearing how quickly it's going. Loads of you guys in the US, so please you're able to get it now as well. Lou Andrews says, with the snap fastener, I've seen metal snaps on your website before. Can metal snaps be used with this tool?
I've never tried that.
Okie doke.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want to say yes, go ahead and do that, because I personally haven't tried that, so I'm not. It's made. Do you think about it? It's made to bend the plastic ones over, is what it's made to do.
Awesome. And you do get those extra snap fasteners, remember, included £14.99's worth. We're giving away potentially giving away over £20,000 worth of product just in this one show. £250,000 worth of products across the entire weekend. Don't forget about those double points as well, and prizes in every single show. The more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning those fantastic. And it's not like we're just giving away, you know, like, I don't know, like a single pen or something like that, is it so? Like these prize combos, they are massive.
Yes, we could give away just little things. We could say, you know, everybody who buys something,
have like 10 quilting clips or something like that.
Yep, that would be lovely. No, we're giving away £250,000 worth of stuff over the course of the week. Do you know, yesterday, Joe, we give over £25,000 worth of stuff away.
Amazing.
Just in the day. I mean, it was fantastic. What a fantastic day we had as well. I mean, I was just buzzing all day. I got to do both shows, and it was just a wonderful day. And do you know what? I think today, being able to give all of that sewing product away as well is just going to be fantastic.
It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And one of you lucky lot that's watching right now live on this Tuesday afternoon here in the UK, morning of course, maybe wherever you are. I'm just having a cheeky look at the clocks behind me over there. Charlotte says, I love my overlocker and would encourage everyone to buy this. Kimberly, also first time viewing this show, this is really awesome. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. That is a great point actually. Have we got any first-time commenters out there on Facebook and YouTube? Because you know how much I love a first-time commenter, Sarah. Because there's hundreds of you that watch and don't always comment. And if you are one of those people who've never commented before, like, say hello, give us a wave, and let us know where you're commenting from. Let me know that you're a first-time commenter. I'll give you a shout-out. If you don't want a shout-out, say, don't give me a shout-out, and I won't give you a shout-out. But I'm pretty sure it'll be good. And who knows, we might even get a new country today, because we get them all the time. That is looking gorgeous. I love that you even get the correct fasteners in there to match that fabric as well. Doesn't it make it look so professional?
Oh, I know. Well, the thing is, Joe, by the time you build in the freebie fasteners that you get too, so you actually get tons and tons of fasteners included. You get all the ones in the starter kit, and then you get all these extra ones as well that we're giving you as freebies. So look at this. Because I didn't have enough to do the envelope back, we've still got that lovely back cushion with the snap fasteners on there, and then I've got that lovely space for my little book to go in the front for our Charlie. Come on, isn't that? Let me just say, if you are brand new to sewing or you've just been doing a little bit, all I want to do today is inspire you. And I've got some nice simple projects that are literally hopefully going to inspire you. But if you're thinking you might get into this and you're thinking, am I going to invest? Let me tell you, when I bought that overlocker, well, I didn't. When I took that overlocker home, it changed my sewing so much to the point whereby I would happily buy an overlocker, and the value I get from it, I'd happily pay twice that price. But getting it today on the deal where you get the double points, you're getting the free threads, it's the best time to be buying it. And if you're a brand new customer to us, by the way, do you know you get 20% off your first order? So this is the first time you've ever shopped with Crafters Companion. What a great thing. We don't ever exclude anything from that discount. So you could still get your double points, you could still get your freebies. If you're already in the club, you get your club discount. If you're brand new and it's your first time purchase, we'll let you kind of sample what it's like being in the club.
Absolutely. Club Inspire Platinum members, you get almost £50 off of that in the UK, making that a truly incredible deal. It is an amazing machine. There is loads of different features that go with this. It is feature packed. It does come pre-threaded. There is lots and lots of information about this on our website, lots of tutorials and how-tos for you as well. So you're not going to be stuck with that. You do get those 4 free threads. That's not easy to say, is it? 4 free threads included in there. It's because I'm from Essex. I get my fuzz and my thuds always confused. Now, loads more still on the show for you. The snap fastener is so busy. I know that a lot of you guys in the US have been saying for ages, oh, we just really wish we could order that snap fastener here in the US. Well, today is the day you can, $34.95. Now, $29.99 or $34.95 is what you should pay for the snap fastener alone. And that's great value because you're going to get the pliers in there, you get the screwdriver, the needle, the instructions, the storage case, you get all the different bolts, all the snap fastener heads as well. But as part of the giveaway, you're also going to get £14.99 worth of extra accessories included as well. This gives you loads of different coloured fastenings. It also gives you lots of different shaped ones. You've got some star-shaped ones in here. You've even got some little cute little heart-shaped ones in there as well. It's very busy on this in this show. Right, something else that's very busy is some of our anniversary deals. If you put yourself over to the website, there's lots of different anniversary deals for you over there, and far and away the most popular one has been our Gemini machine. You're going to get over £100 or $100 worth of free product with this. $179.99 if you're in the UK, $249.95 in the US. There are some of those incredible freebies that you're going to be getting with this, which is fantastic. Now, maybe you've got a Gemini Junior, you've been thinking about upgrading to the larger Gemini. Is today going to be the day for you to do that? Don't forget, as well as getting the £100 or $100 worth of freebies, you can also get as well your Club Inspired discount too. So Platinum members will pay £143 for this. Platinum members in the US will pay $199 for this. Actually, Platinum members saving almost as much as they're spending. It was incredibly busy yesterday when we launched that deal, and it continues to be. There is a great deal for you on the Junior machine. So if you've got the big Gemini, you think about getting a Junior. There's also loads of other hero deals on the website for things like your tape pens. There's great crafting bundles on there as well, and even great plate collections for you to stock up on at unbelievable anniversary giveaway pricing as well, which is amazing. I just want to quickly tell you about the fabric. 40% of the London Street Grey fabric has now gone. Lots of you with this in your basket. It is gorgeous. The London Street Grey is very busy, as is the London Scene Blue is also busy, and the Icon White, the Park White and the Eye Blue not far behind. Lots of you multi-ordering on those Peter Rabbit fabrics, and they're genuine licensed fabric. Gorgeous quilting quality cotton as well is what you've got in each one of those. It washes an absolute dream. Right, we're going to move on to Builder Block next. Builder Block's such an incredible system for all of your patchworking quilting that you want to be doing out there. Let's face it, we know that most of you do not enjoy the cutting out, the trying to be precise, the measuring, the recutting again. What the Builder Block system offers you is precision, precise cutting from a whole host of different fabrics every single time you use it. It like fast tracks you to the bit that you love, which is the sewing bit, which is we know what you want to be doing. With this deal today as well, amazing deal. You're buying the Rob Peter to pay Paul, and we're going to send you the pineapple free of charge. That means in the UK you are saving more than you are spending. Remember, we're giving over £20,000 worth of product away in this hour potentially. Very, very busy on this, Sarah, and I think a lot of people love the idea of quilting. They just need like a vehicle to get them there. I think this is that vehicle, isn't it?
Vehicle, there's a great word. I'll tell you what it was for me, okay? I'd never quilted before we did the Gemini builder block. And then once I started with the builder block system, I was like, this is just totally revolutionary. I mean, the original builder block, how it cuts all of your half square, your quarter square triangles, makes all your measuring easier. Brilliant. What is completely revolutionary is when you need to cut a corner. Because I don't understand why you would ever try and do it by hand with a rotary cutter if someone can do it and guarantee you 100% accuracy, because you could never get 100% accuracy trying to cut round a corner or trying to measure it. And these, let me show you, this is the Rob Peter to pay Paul, which I just think is a really, really clever, nice, very, very popular, one of the most popular curved quilting designs out there. And it's this idea of, so you Rob Peter to pay Paul. So one comes from the middle, cuts out to go on the edge, but all of these curves are an absolute nightmare to cut. Now, I used to think curves were a nightmare to sew, and not showing off or anything, but I've kind of nailed it now, Joe. I've got this lovely little trick that our Bernie taught me. Once she taught me that, I'm now like an expert round the corner sewer, and I just want to do corners all the time.
Do you think that's why she's called Bernie Corner?
Oh, that could be why. That wasn't a real name, you know. She was called Bernie Smith, and she changed it by Paul. Yep.
Did she really?
No, she didn't.
Oh, you totally had me there.
No, Bernie Corner, and yes, she taught me how to sew around corners, which is what I'm going to show you now. What you then need is something to do all the corner cutting outs, right? Now, the Rob Peter to pay Paul, I absolutely love. The pineapple, by the way, is this one here. So this is the quilt on the front of the pineapple box. I cannot believe you get this set free. It costs more. It is worth more than your actual set that you're buying, but we send you that one for free. So the pineapple is where it's got all of these funny triangle bits in. So you couldn't do this with your regular builder block, but it's nice if you're just quite new to it and you're wanting the straight line sewing again. This will do all of that. So there's your block. If you see, there's your block in there. That is the block that it's going to do for you. And then when it makes it into a full quilt, it looks amazing. So that one, of the two, that one's the easiest. I thought I would show you the more difficult one. I thought I'd show you, and then I can give you all my hints and tips for the corners, right? So when you buy them, I just love, Joe, that they come in these nice little, they're all organised. So they can go on your shelf and you can have them all. So you can see Rob Peter to pay Paul die set all ready to go. It opens up. And it's this lovely box. It's got all the instructions, because there's multiple different ways you can put this together. Can you see? That's your traditional Rob Peter to pay Paul. But actually, this one here is the delicate petals, which I think looks really nice as well. It's just a different look. Then you've actually got the pointed squares, the 8-point square, you're going dotty. So you could be doing all of these type of ones with this. Your floral crests done from this block. The clamshells you can do from this block. Believe it or not, they're all done from this same block, right? So you've got all those 10 different blocks that you can do with the Rob Peter to pay Paul, right? I'm just going to start with the really simple. I'm going to do Rob Peter to pay Paul, and you'll see that you've got them in different sizes. So it will tell you you've got the curve, so you've got a small, a medium and a large, and then you've got the inverted square in the small, medium and large. So what you'll do is, if you want to do a 9-inch block, tells you what to cut. If you want to do a 12-inch block, it'll tell you what to cut. And they are all done based on, tells you here you can cut up to, it tells you can cut up to 6 layers, you can actually cut up to 8. I'm just going to do 4 for this one here to show you, but it tells you 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch, what you need. There you go, that one you can do 9, 12, a 9, 12, a 6 and 8 and a 9 for that one. So you've got options on your sizes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the largest size, and I'm going to do the largest size. So I need the large inverted square, which is this one up here. And to go with the large inverted square, I need the large it's not inverted, the large curved border it's called.
It looks like a Britain's Got Talent buzzer, if you look at it like that. That's what I would call it.
Oh, bless. Right, well, for every square you do in the middle, so I'm going to do my squares out of this fabric here. For every square, you're going to need 4 of the outer curves, like this. So can you see I can do 4 of those squares? And actually, looking at this one here, now I'm just trying to do quite a lot to show you it all in one go. I've got 8 layers there, but look, I can cut 8 like this, and then I can turn it around and cut another 8 out of the bottom there. So just to kind of show you how this is all going to work, don't do these at the same time, by the way, because I'm cutting 4 layers here. Well, actually, I can do, and I'll show you why I can. Because as we go through the machine, there's me metal plate that's looking like a road map of Great Britain, right? As I go through the machine, look, it's going to be all the same pressure for those 4 layers. And then I'm going to put the 8 layers at the bottom, which means we could be all the same pressure for the 8 layers if we want as well. So there we go. And then this, you can pop this on here. Where have I got all my straight bits ready to go? Now, instead of having that clunk onto there all in one go, Joe, because can you see it's a straight bit, I'm going to slightly tilt it so that it comes on at a little bit of an angle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
You've got to need your large Gemini for these dies, I'm guessing, these larger ones.
Yes, that is actually, that would fit through, no, that would go through your smaller Gemini, but I would definitely recommend, if you're doing a lot of sewing, your large Gemini is an absolute must-have, really.
I've got some breaking news, Sarah. That fabric cutter that everyone was absolutely loving. Yes, that's what I need. Well, half of it's gone, I'm afraid. So if you want it, I definitely cannot see it lasting to the end of the show. There's a lot of unchecked baskets with that in at the moment as well. Terry Sue letting me know. I think a lot of people will be going for this, Sarah, because a lot of people have upgraded, they're letting me know, to the Big Daddy Gemini, as they're calling it, as part of that amazing anniversary deal. Terry Sue being one of those people. She said she just had to have it at that price. Just had to have it. Wasn't an option. Couldn't not have it.
Oh, bless. Right, let's have a little look. So, yes, I've pushed it, asking it to cut through a few too many layers at once. Look, it's managed that 4 layers. Absolutely no problem. When I'm trying to get it to cut through 8 layers, let's have a little look. It just needs just going to get my scissors and just snip off. It's just a couple of little threads that it's caught. What I would say is try not to ask too much of it. What I should have done is cut the 4 layers, and then I should have done these 8 layers on its own. So let me show you. I'll take those 8 layers through on their own this time and show you that. So we'll do that on the other side of the fabric.
Fiona's saying over on YouTube, sorry, actually, this is the first time I've been able to watch any of the softer side shows, but I'll be going back to watch more after this. Sarah makes it look so easy. Thank you for all the inspiration. Worth saying you can watch them all back as well. They're all there, aren't they? All the ones we've ever done, Sarah, on the website.
They are all there, and you know what? We've made some awesome stuff. I mean, how many shows would you say we've got done since lockdown? So it started in April.
Well, we did. How many did we went to? We went quickly to 5 days, didn't we? 10, a lot.
So we've done at least 4 months. 5. There'll be at least 20 shows there you can go back and watch.
Yeah.
And every time we're trying to do 3 or 4 projects like this and take you through some awesome hints and tips. And it's not just me. There's a lot there from our Leanne as well. Loads of hints and tips she's done. Look at that. See, that one has cut through perfectly when I've not asked too much of it in one go. Right, are you ready then? Now I've shown you the cutting, I'm going to go and show you now how my Sara hints and tips for putting it all together. So let's just do one at a time. You're going to take the right sides, and what we're going to do is, Joe, is we're going to fold that in half, and we're going to just mark off the halfway point here, just by folding it in half and putting a finger crease in. And then I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to put a finger crease in this one as well. And now I know I need to line up, see that's going to go in there. I need to line these 2 up and then work from the inside out. Now if you were trying to hold this in place all the way around and pin it, it would be a nightmare. However, we do this fabric glue pen. Now usually people would say don't use fabric glue on here because, don't use glue on here because it's going to clog your needle up. This is a proper fabric glue pen designed not to clog the needle, and it comes with an extra refill. So it's going to last for ages. Can you see? You just twist it and more of the fabric glue comes up from the top. So what I always do, Joe, is I just put the fabric glue right round the top here, and I'm just getting plenty of it on. So they've all got a 1/4 inch seam allowance built in. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop this down and know that you're putting plenty of glue on, right? So we've got the glue there. I'm going to position that in the centre to start with, and then we're just going to go slightly round. So can you see it's sticking already? Pick this up, then do the next bit all the way around, and you'll find that they will come and meet perfectly together there at the edge.
So is this like a permanent adhesive or a repositionable adhesive you're using here?
It's repositionable at first. I don't know what the actual glue pen's designed for. I use it for this, I pretty much just use it for my corners. I don't know that I would use something that feels this light for actually sticking sewing projects together if I wasn't going to then
So definitely something, the type of glue that you'd use to position then stitch over really is what you want to go for.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So can you see, I've got, if I was to open that out flat now, I would be worried about it pulling away. However, because I've just actually stuck it down, then I'm going to come and I'm going to use, let me just make sure I've got my right, that's my Overlocker pedal. And there's, you see, there's my big boots on. If you missed it at the start, he's Sarah's big boots of the day, right? And I'll go and get this sewn into place, Joe.
Loads of people still chatting away. Kathleen says, these shows have given me the confidence to have a go at the bags that you've shown before. That's always loved. Davina saying it's her first time commenting as well. Hello, Davina. Will is saying, Sarah, you've made that cushion in such little time. You make it look so easy. Thank you for the lovely demo. Siobhan is saying, happy anniversary. I bought the Overlocker. It's still in the box. I was scared to use it. I've never commented before. Please keep bringing the shows. I love it. We'll keep bringing the shows, Siobhan, as long as you get that Overlocker out of the box, because you can't make anything with it in the box. The finger is out. I'm sorry, I'll put that away. But yeah, you've got to get it out of the box, haven't you, Sarah?
You've got to get it out of the box and try it. And honestly, go back and watch some of the shows that we've done, and it'll just, even if it just inspires you to get it out, trust me, when you get that Overlocker out, there will be no stopping you. That was literally, I was like, oh, it's so much faster, it's so much more efficient, it knits all the edges over. And I forgot to give you my tip. If you don't want to change the thread, if you don't want to rethread it, I've never rethreaded one, right? What you can do is, if you want to change from the white thread to the black thread, just take your white bobbins off, put the black ones on, snap your threads and tie the white to the black and sew it through, and it'll pull the knot. As long as your knot's not too big, just tighten a little knot, it'll sew your knot through and come out, so then it'll just change from the white into the black cotton.
Oh, that's a good top tip.
Makes life loads easier.
It really is. Sue saying hi Joe and Sarah. This is the first time I've commented. Thanks for a great show. Sarah, yours has an inspiration. You are an inspiration, sorry. Kathy saying she loves those pineapples, which is wonderful. Ruth Ann saying you're making me want to start a new crafty hobby. Cindy says I've been watching so much Crafter's Companion. I'm getting a UK accent. I love that. I'd love to know what are the words that you've started to slip into your like everyday vocabulary that definitely don't fit where you're from. Have you started to say things like tremendous or what else do we say a lot of that people
shut the front door?
Yeah, there could be. Or man is the one that I say a lot when we work together a lot after we've done loads of shows. Do you know,
it's like me when I've been over when I go over for an HSN show, which obviously hasn't been for a while now, I find after the first couple of days I'm like, you guys. That's always the one that gets me, you guys.
Carol said she's made a quilt for her niece's wedding gift.
Send us a picture.
I know, I'd love to see that. She said, wish I would have had one of these builder blocks. Her quilt had 1,256 half square triangles just in the border. This would have made life so much easier. Would it have? Indeed. Yeah. Tina says as well, I've seen quilts made using baby clothes. My kids are in their 30s. I keep saying I should give it a go. Builder block may be the answer. Great idea.
Yes, because... So I've been saying I'm going to do one of these for the boys and I haven't got round to it yet. However, I am absolutely going to do one. I like the idea of getting one of their old baby grows. And if you're doing this like Rob Peter to pay Paul, you just lie that over, because they've always got like a nice little word or something on the front. Just lie that over the bit on the front and it'll capture the bits that you want. You know what I mean? Instead, it's like when we do I do a lot of dies on a photo, and I can get my little die and position it over the photograph. It's the same sort of thing. You just position that wherever you want it.
I've got loads of T-shirts from like festivals and gigs, and to be honest, so I'm never going to wear them again. You know, not the sort of thing I'm going to wear. A, because they're too small, and B, because they're just not fashionable anymore. But that could be a great idea, because I can't bear to throw them out. I don't want to get rid of them because they're all memories, aren't they?
Do you know what? If you cut them out, Joe, I'll sew them together for you.
Oh, now there's an offer.
Decide what quilt shape you want.
Right.
Please don't go for like a double wedding rings or something where I'm going to be doing loads and loads of so having said that, I'm really enjoying the sewing around the corners. But yeah, if you do that bit, I'll stitch them together for you. You do the cutting out.
I'll do the cutting, you do the stitching. What a combo. Moira's saying, okay, I've given in and bought the Rob Peter to build a block set, just finishing a quilt, having used the original system, so I would be ready to try the set. Again, Moira, we'd love to see a picture of your finished project. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk is where you can send it into. Deborah's saying, I've been quilting most of my adult life and the dies are a lifesaver. Cuts your material accurately, which is half of the battle. Absolutely awesome. Colette's managed to get the cutter. And Sandra says her husband, her sweetheart of a husband actually, told her to get the fastener set. I wanted it before and didn't get it.
We like husbands like that.
We do. We need to work on like some sort of husband appreciation event, don't we? We were talking about this before.
We need to get them some T-shirts or something.
Yes. Or like some beer, you know those foam beer can holders, maybe some beer bottle holders.
Yes.
That'd be a good one.
Brilliant. Absolutely love it. Can you see how easy? I mean, do you know, Joe, this is like me going into one of my colouring comas. It's like a stitching type coma thing, isn't it?
I'm just trying to think of a decent...
we need a good word for it, don't we? But I'm just lost. Do you want me to tell you my funny story now?
Yes, please.
This? Right, so my mum will kill us for telling everyone.
Is she watching? Where is she?
She won't be watching because she's packing for our camping trip. That was at the weekend. She's packing for our hiking trip.
Right.
It's me and my mum's brother, so my Uncle Peter, his wife, and their daughter, so my cousin, who in my head is still like 6, like she was at my wedding. In fact, I don't even think she was 6. That's the pictures on my wall of her. And now she's like 18, 19 or something, and she's coming, and I know what's going to happen is we'll get there, and then I've brought a nice bottle of wine for us to have tonight or whatever, and she'll want to have a glass of wine, and I'll be like, no, you're too young. And she's probably not. She's probably of drinking age. So that's going to be one of them that'll come as a shock to us today, because I don't get to see them very often. They're coming up from down south to come hiking. We're meeting in the Lake District. Right, so anyway, you want me funny story, don't you? So my mum was having the bairns yesterday. Bairns is what we call the kids in the UK, by the way. So mum was having the bairns yesterday. She's having a new bathroom fitted at the moment downstairs, right? So all the tiling's been done and whatnot, and the plumber was here yesterday to fit the toilet and everything. So the plumber had put the toilet in, and then he'd gone back outside to get all of the fittings to plumb the toilet in. And our Charlie decided he was going to go to the toilet. Well, so we've been away camping all weekend, and let me just say he hasn't really wanted to go in the... we've been doing a lot of nature wheeze in the bucket at the side of the tent, and he doesn't really go to the toilet block very often, so it's probably been a while coming. And so needless to say, the plumber came back in to finish his job that he'd just got outside to get the tools for, and he's our Charlie sitting on the toilet swinging his legs. Hello. And so the plumber sent me mum in. Mum's like, oh, pet, what you doing? I'm the first person to use the toilet, and I'm going to be the first person to use the toilet. Well, he was there 10 minutes. He's only 3. And
no.
Yes, so left 2 presents, not 1, 2 presents in the toilet.
It turns out Charlie had finished the job before the plumber had chance to.
And let's just say, I think someone used the phrase, might have been the plumber, had said, wow, it's like a third leg. So my mum rang us to tell us last night we were cracked up, and she says, for goodness sake.
Didn't your mum tell you not to tell
anyone?
Don't
tell anyone! Don't.
That's really made my day.
If you're like, if you know it, if you because there's a few of my mum's friends watch me shows, right? Please, if you're one of my mum's friends, don't tell her.
Val and John watching, are they going to tell her?
No, so Val and John are now away with the kids. They've took the kids. Oh, it's like Holiday Central, my lot. We only got back from camping on Sunday. Val and John took the kids last night. My mum had them all day, and then Val and John have taken them away in the caravan for the next few days. So because they're back to school next week, so it's like the last chance.
They're the life of Riley at the moment.
They are
too,
having
aren't they?
the life of Riley, them two. Yep, totally. They are just living, and then they get back, and then I'm taking them away for a couple of days to a little cottage at the weekend. So
lovely.
We've done lots of England holidaying, seeing as we can't get away. Lots of like socially distanced, just in a field on our own with a few sheep type holidays.
Loads of people have taken it as an opportunity to discover. I mean, you just never go on holiday. I'm going down to Cornwall at the weekend. Never been to Cornwall in my life, and it's so close. So it's really lovely discovering places that you haven't been to. If you've been doing staycationing, actually let us know about your staycations. We'd love to know if you've been camping or doing all these different things. Friends of mine that have never camped before and not really into the outdoors have all been trying camping for the first time, Sarah, with mixed success. Well,
it has been raining a lot.
Yeah,
so I can totally appreciate that might have been mixed success. Let me tell you, our camping at the weekend, there was a lot of rain. My sister gave up chucked the towel in early and went home on Saturday night. She couldn't cope with another night of it.
It did look very wet.
It was very wet, but it's character building, Joe. It's character building.
Character building, love that.
Now let's have a look. I've got 4 of these, so you'll be pleased to know I've already done the other 3. So all I'm going to do is stitch these together now, and I'm going to stitch them together, and then I will square off my whole front. Oh, another nice cushion cover front, this, Joe. Well, it will be when I finish.
Yes,
it
we
anyway.
do love a cushion front cover. Right, Wendy says, love the builder blocks. I went to college to learn. Love the builder blocks. Hang on. Sometimes what happens is, if I'm talking and then I stop, if someone comments, it means the comments jump up one, and then I end up reading half of one comment and then half of the next one. She says, I love the builder blocks. I went to college to learn patchwork and it took hours. This saves so much time. Carla P says, I have the builder block and the double wedding ring dies. I need to use them. I've never made a quilt, but I want to start. Well, it sounds like you've got everything that you need to get started there. Susan says, I say brilliant and what you like all the time now as well. My friends must think, what is she on about? Sarah Brown says she is always saying, shut the front door, along with what am I like? A lot of people seem to be saying what am I like all over the world now, thanks to us.
Hey, we've started something, Joe. What can I say? We have started something. Right, here we go.
Is that pressing pad that Sarah using for sale, PA on YouTube is asking?
Do you want to have a little look? It's a bit of wood with some wadding, and we've stapled some fabric round it. So go and make yourself one. Bit of wood, wadding, bit of fabric. I use it all the time for the shows. They're brilliant, but it's nothing clever. It's nothing fancy.
Oh, Coletta says she's picked up her UK sayings are brilliant and rubbish. They're the 2 things that she has picked up.
Well, that'll set you in good stead.
It does. I need to give you a couple of updates. I'm going to be a bad news bear just for a moment. The 2 fabrics. I was meant to tell you that 50% of this grey one had gone. It's actually now 60% of the London Street grey gone, 60%. The blue as well, also very busy, not far behind. Half of the blue, London Scene blue, sold out and gone. Easy to see why, and it is this gorgeous. The other 3 are not far behind, but particularly vulnerable is this one here, which is the London Icon White. That one is 3rd. The other 2 not far behind. Remember, if you order multiples of them, we'll do our best to cut them on 1 piece for you. $5.39 or $7.19 each. They are gorgeous. And do you know the other great thing? If someone was having maybe a baby or something, Sarah, and you didn't know the gender, these would be perfect, wouldn't they? Because these are great for boys or girls, these. They
really would. That's a really good point, actually, Joe. I think that's a very valid point you make there. Right, let's have a little look. So, we're not looking the neatest from the back. Don't worry, because all will be fine when you neaten that off from the front. Bear in mind, I've been doing mine back to front upside down for the cameras live on TV. You'll be taking your time with yours. However, what it does need desperately is squaring off, right? So here's the thing. Oh, look, I haven't got them lined up in the middle. Oh, wait, never mind. We're all right in terms of showing you live on TV. Get me squares perfect and then just didn't get me middle lined up nice. Are you ready? I'm going to get me big, where have I put it? I'm going to get this. This is where this totally comes into its own, Joe. Because when you want to do just a nice bit of squaring off on the side. Just get that all nicely lined up, and then you're just going to push and cut off all that excess on the edge. And then look how neat that edge is now. And I'll do the same on all 4 sides. I mean, if you had your rotating cutting mat, it'd be even easier, wouldn't it? Right, there we go.
60% of that fabric cutter has now gone, Sarah. People are going to need to be quick for that if they want it. I love that you can see through it as well. What an amazing idea.
Well, how easy, I mean, how ridiculously easy is it, Joe? Do you know what I should have done? I should have squared off my original one before I sewed it. Sewed it, connected it onto the other ones. But I tell you what, I'm pretty pleased with how this has come out, other than that tiny little bit of a blip in the centre. And it just shows you, I mean, you're going to be able to take your time when you do yours, but it just shows you how easy it is to get that perfectly. I mean, look, that is literally perfectly squared off now. Perfect. There you go. Nice cushion cover front there with a slight Sara imperfection in the middle. I'll just stick a nice flower over that.
Added character is what that is.
Nice flower will go
Added
perfectly
character.
over there. Bit of sashing on the edge.
Absolutely gorgeous. One of so many things that you can be doing with that collection. Remember, if you're in the UK, you are saving more than you're spending, because of course we are celebrating our anniversary, 1 whole year of Crafters TV. How amazing is that? You're saving more than you're spending because it's part of our £250,000 giveaway. We'll be giving away up to £250,000, up to £250,000 worth of freebies across the next sort of 6 days worth of shows or so. Very busy there. $59.99 or $89.95, you get both of them, which is absolutely brilliant. Now, need to go back to the Totally Tiffany items, because lots of you stocking up and buying loads of fabrics. Also, you know, if you're new to us here at Crafters TV and you think, oh, I love those fabrics on the show, but maybe they're just not what you need. Maybe you've got something specific in mind. Maybe you need some linens, or maybe you need something that's very florally. Go and have a look on our website, because we have so many different fabric ranges and styles and types of fabric on our website all the time. So get yourself over to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au, and there you can see our entire fabric range. Now, if you've got lots of fabric, a great way to store them would be with our Totally Tiffany organisation that you've got here. It is absolutely amazing. So I've got some lovely linens on here at the moment. Now, what you get in this configuration is you get of the actual file, the folder, you get 5 of the folder, and you're going to get 20 of the inserts included in this deal as well. So you can see what you've got here. So this could be your linen folder if you want, and then you've got all of your lovely linens all there ready to go, so you know where everything is. That's a little bit of cotton, that one there. But also, the other great thing is if you find yourself pressing fabrics and then you pack them away and then you get them out and you end up having to press them all again, this is great. It keeps it all nice and taut and nice and flat, and you can have this all beautifully organised, whether you have it stacked up on a shelf, or you can have it in a drawer, maybe in a deep drawer would be fantastic too. Loads of different options, but if you've just got lots of fabric everywhere like so many people have, a great way to store it. $31.98 or $33.98 if you want to grab hold of those. Now I need to take you back to the accessories that we've got on the show for you, because you buy the two silicons. This is your bobbin holders and your bobbin clamps. I want to call them bobbin hubs. I don't know why. I'm inventing a new name for them. I don't know why I want to call them that. My brain just seems to want to say that. You also get 10 of our quilting clips. Now, you've not had our quilting clips. Oh my word, you're going to be coming back to order more of those. They are tremendous. Now, I didn't know what these did until today, shamefully. So I'm going to share with you, because there might be a couple of you that didn't know what these do either. So this one here, your bobbin holders, what it does is, when you take your new thread and you create a new bobbin with it, rather than just having these two sort of like side by side and then not being able to find them or match them back up again, you pop that into the bottom of your thread, you pop that into the bobbin that matches, and voila, you've got the two together, ready to go and organise all the time. And then what you can do is, to stop your bobbin coming undone, then what you do is you pop round the top of there, you pop your bobbin clip on as well, and it means you're going to stop these getting unthreaded. How often do these end up coming unthreaded and then getting knotted? So really great that you've got them, and you get the quilting clips included as well. So it's a brilliant deal there. You're not paying for those quilting clips, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, I've been having, whilst you're doing that last demonstration, Sarah, been getting lots of questions coming in about the snap faster. So do you mind if I just run a few past you?
Well, I tell you what, should I start sewing, when I'm sewing,
Yeah.
who am I kidding? I can't sew and talk. Well, you can try. You build up your questions.
Right, I've
and
got
then
them here.
I'll do the explaining bit of what I'm going to do. And then when I'm doing the sewing, you can start asking us the questions.
Sounds like an
Good
absolute plan.
Excellent.
Right, I want to share with you also the multi-functional
That's what I'm
dies.
going to use.
These are amazing because when you look at the value that you're getting here with these, right, ordinarily they should be $29.99 each. You're going to get 3 for the price of 2 in essence. But when you think about bag dies, what you'd pay for a die that makes one bag, you'd easily pay $24.99, $20.99, $29.99 for that one bag. Now with these, each die set with a little bit of, you know, a little bit of engineering makes 3 different bags for you, which is amazing. So I'm going to show you a few of those bags now. But what you've got is, you've got your travel set, which is set 1 with your jewellery holder, your passport holder, your purse in there as well. You've also got those lovely drum style bags, and you've got your little satchels and a bowling bag in there as well. They look beautiful no matter what you do them in. I love these ones done in the cork. These are great for bathrooms. This is wonderful. The other thing about them is as well, because the die is done all the lovely precise cutting and then you're going to sew it, not only are they gorgeous, but they are also super functional as well. They make amazing gifts, and you've got the dies here to create 9 different bags, which is amazing for that price you can see there on your screen, which is fantastic. Now, I know a lot of people sometimes, Sarah, maybe people have been doing like cushion covers or, you know, smaller projects, and maybe sometimes they're a bit scared at attempting a bag for the first time. This surely has got to be the best bet that you've got of getting it right, I'd imagine, with these dies.
These 3 sets are like perfect for that. Absolutely perfect. I mean, let me show you again what the one that I'm going to do. And I've picked a quite a difficult one in terms of, well, I picked something I could do a lot with the snap fasteners as well. But all these different dies, see, it does all the hard work's just the cutting. So this is going to do all of the cutting for you so that you can then just have fun doing the making, and all of the stitching part on all of these projects is really easy. And every single one of those projects has a video explaining how to do it. So you can cut, yes, we've got loads of because I've featured these several times on our Softer Side live show. So you can see me doing all the different projects. That lovely plant pot one that you like, Joe, I did that right at the very, very beginning. So you can go back and watch all the tutorials on them. But then also, if you just go and search, we've got our professionals who've taught me how to do it, walking you through all of them. Now, for anyone who's completely brand new to this, okay, the great thing about the dies is it does all of the die cutting, does all of that measuring, cutting, getting the accuracy in the first time, so nothing's ever left to chance. So can you see, this will make up, this one set of dies will make up the little jewellery holder that I'm showing you. It'll give you a little fold over clutch bag, or you can use it to do the travel wallet, which I absolutely love. That's the one that you've got over there, Joe. A little space in there. Could be doing this with any fabric that you've got. Now, the different components, so can you see this here is your outside bit. So this is what I'm going to use for doing my outside of the holder. So can you see, it's going to cut that bit, which obviously is then, by the time you turn it inside out, it's going to make it a little bit smaller. This one here is if you're wanting to do the little pocket on the inside, which we're going to also use. Then these are for all of these the little flap on here, the flap on there, these little flaps that come round here. And you use them in different ways on your different projects, okay? So what I'm going to do first of all is just show you how these work, because they're all designed to cut on the fold. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold your fabric over to make sure that you've got enough. So let's have a look. I can take a little bit less on there to make sure that we've got enough that we can cut to the edge here. So I always like to do it and then just rough cut it, Joe, and then let the die do all of the accurate cutting on here. So, oh, nearly caught that. So we'll do this one. So all you do is you bring in your Gemini plates. Oh, you nearly got me dodgy hair shot there. In fact, I think you did get it.
I wouldn't say it's dodgy. I think it's
definitely a bit dodgy. It's definitely, we're getting a bit of rootage coming through. It's ready to get redone. So here we go. Where's my little bit of sticky tape? So if I take a little bit of this. Top tip, Joe, you're going to pop these on. You're going to slightly tilt them. And then this, you're going to tape the die to the fabric to the metal plate. And by all means, do it at both sides. So make sure we're catching right off the edge. Tape the die to the fabric to the metal plate, and then it won't move as we're going through. You're going to put your top plate on. You're going to put your well, that's your frosted and your top plate, and then they're ready to go through your machine. Oh, I tell you what we've got on the show is one of the overall show deals, one of the anniversary days, if you go and have a look, extra sets of plates.
Ooh,
so if you do a lot of fabric cutting, I would suggest having a set of plates for your fabric and a set of plates for your paper, because I'll be really honest, they'll get trashed, right? When you're cutting a lot of fabric, if you're asking a lot of them, you will absolutely trash those plates, asking so much of them.
There's all those details. That's a complete collection for you, absolutely everything. And you get it in the bag as well. You get the bag and the metal storage, you get the bag and you get the metal shim totally free of charge, $49.95 or $74.75 if you want to grab those. Very busy on that since we launched it. Right, are you ready for like Challenge Sara now then? Sewing and also answering questions about a completely different product at the same time?
Go on, because I'm going to try
without the aid of a safety net.
Right, I'm going to try and do all the cutting while you go on, you ask. I can't promise, but I'll try.
Right, okay. For snap fastener, how long do the snaps last? Can you use them on any fabric, including denim?
Yeah, you'll definitely be able to use them on denim. And how long do they last in terms of before they wear out?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I've never managed to wear one out, so I don't know.
Wonderful.
Tony
Roosh says, will there be replacement snaps be available for the fastener?
Yes, so you can just you mean to buy more of them? Absolutely, yes. And bear in mind, you're going to be getting like 300 and however many it is when you get your first one.
Fantastic.
So, look at that.
A lot of people asking why they can't buy the Overlocker in the US, Sara.
Right, so this Overlocker is us, we only have stock available of the UK voltage, right? So we don't have any stock in our US warehouse at the moment to be able to send you the Overlocker. When we do, we get them back in stock, then we'll absolutely let you know, but we only have it in a 240 volt machine with an English plug on. So that's why I can't say we don't have any stock. Usually we don't feature things on the show that we don't have stock of, but I was so desperate to use it. I know it's really frustrating for the US people who aren't able to get it. Have a little look on HSN, see if HSN have any of ours left in stock, because they might have some in stock. It is a fabulous Overlocker, but yes, we are out of stock of the US voltage ones over in the US office.
Okie doke. Stephen Lee Guy is asking over on Facebook, re the Overlocker, can you do any projects on this machine? I'm guessing he means, can you do pretty much any project you could sew on a sewing machine? Can you do it on an Overlocker?
Yes, so Lizzie even taught me how to do, how to put a zip in on the Overlocker.
Okie doke.
So that for me, here's what I would say, right? If you only had an Overlocker, you couldn't do every sewing project. But the first machine you buy should always be a sewing machine. It's like having an oven. So every house has to have an oven. Most houses use a microwave. Most food gets heated up in a microwave because it's quicker, it's more efficient, everything. You only put the oven on when you're cooking a big meal. It's exactly the same with these. This is like your microwave to your kitchen. Right?
Love that analogy. Does indeed. Susan says...
Can I just show you where I'm at, by the way?
Of course.
So this one here, this die set here, oh, I've stuck them all down. This die set here does this part here, which is going to give you, can you see, you do two of them and we're going to stitch them together. So I've got a couple of them. This here does this part here. That's going to stitch, so you're going to stitch two of those, we're going to do two of those together, stitch around and turn it inside out, and that'll give you the front flap. I'll do the little side flap here. I've got one of these, so I'm going to stitch my little side flap round. It's going to be my top, I'm going to stitch all the way around there, and we're going to put that one in, Joe.
Awesome. I love how they come together, and you've got, of course, full instructions as well. I think I'm right in saying there's video tutorials available for these on our website too, so you're going to have all the inspiration from this show, which is brilliant, and then you can watch all of that other inspiration at your leisure. Loads of people saying, Renee saying, so funny, poor Charlie, lots of crying, laughing faces. Tony over on Facebook, she just got a face mask kit, says all the masks I always buy are too big for me. Use Sara's tip to customise the size, and they are perfect. I went
That's
down
a
to...
good tip, isn't it? That was a good tip.
It was a good tip. I went down to London on Saturday sporting my new Sara mask.
Very good, I have to say.
It was gorgeous. I did love it. And I actually thought I liked the square ones, but the rounded ones, I quite liked it. There was people,
you hadn't given them a proper go yet.
People on the train who had disposable ones who I could see were all uncomfortable and pulling at them the whole time and, you know, having to buy a bag of crisps for an excuse to take their mask off for a moment. And I was there, music in, not a care in the world. I was loving it.
You do right. You absolutely do right. Fabulous. Here we go. Just so you know, I'm ironing this. I've stitched it round. So I stitched the two sides like inside out. This is going to be my little pocket piece. And I'm going to go and stitch this on. I've because I'm very conscious of time and I've got another project I want to do after this. So can I just show you where I've kind of cut ahead a little bit to show you a few bits, right?
Of course.
This is going to be the inside of my, like a little jewellery holder, right? This one here is going to go on the bottom. I'm going to turn these in as well and then top stitch that on so that we'll top stitch all the way around, and that's going to be my little pocket. And I've already done the top. So I just need to put this, I'm going to put this in place and put the snap fastener on for the top. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get these here. This is where we've got two of them. I'm going to go right sides together, stitch that round, turn that inside out, and then I'm going to attach the right way turned ones, Joe. Well, I've already attached a couple. So I'm going to show you how we attach the last one. So you'll kind of see what I'm doing as I'm going along. So as long as you're watching what I'm doing, we're all good. Yep.
Awesome. Paris Cowgirl on YouTube. I love the usernames on YouTube. They're a little bit more colourful, aren't they, than the Facebook ones sometimes. She says, good morning, lovelies from Arizona. Oh, I bet it's nice and warm there. Simply love your sewing innovation, Sara. You make it look so easy. Tina over on Facebook as well says she does camping, but either on her own, Sara, or with her adult children. Her husband can't stand camping. He said 25 years in the military, he is done with camping.
Yes, that's my husband too, although he didn't spend 25 years in the military and he hasn't done any camping at all, right?
I've never camped for pleasure, let's say. I've only ever camped at a music festival, you know, as like an absolute necessity. But I think I would like to give it a go, you know, a camping holiday. I just need it not to be wet, I think, is the only thing I just have to require.
Yeah, it's hard work when it's wet.
Maybe if I did it in the south of France, that would be a good trade-off.
I think that sounds like a very good trade-off, Joe. So have a look, I'm going to stitch these little bits down the side and then have a turning hole, Joe, because I'm making life more difficult for myself than it needs to be.
No worries. Robbie Miller saying she just ordered the snap fastener and the fabric glue. Very excited about that arriving. Chosen by Erica says, I find myself saying, what am I like? And also, cuppa quite a lot now. As well. They're the two phrases that you need, I guess, aren't they? Mariah saying, I always make mistakes, so they believe me when I tell them it's homemade.
Yes.
Boy, that.
I like that. Everything of mine, you can always tell is homemade. You know, it's like when I used to make the kids as, well, I still do, when I make the kids as like birthday cakes and whatnot, I always say, you'll never mistake mine for a shop-bought cake.
No, my baking always has rustic charm, I say.
There you go, see?
Colette says she ordered the Peter Rabbit fabric too, loving the quality of the fabric she's purchased already from Crafts Companion. As I said earlier as well, you know, if the Peter Rabbit fabric, for instance, isn't for you, go and have a look on our website. We carry so many different amazing brands of fabrics, from everything to Liberties and all sorts of different wonderful things. There'll be something on there for you. And remember, we cut it by hand as well, which is amazing. So it means you can get those bigger pieces as well. So if you are doing things like dressmaking or, you know, home decor, there's going to be something for everyone over there. Mariah says as well, Totally Tiffany fabric files are great for keeping projects together. You can put all the fabrics and the pattern in them, and then it's also good for travel and saving the projects for a later date. What a great way of using them. I hadn't even thought about that, Mariah. Thank you so much. Booper is saying, do you need to replace the blade on the fabric cutter? Good question.
The blade on the fabric, you can do it. Just takes a standard fabric. It takes a standard rotary cutter blade.
Oh, amazing!
There you go.
Asuli saying snap fastener tool is my favourite buy for today. I'm so happy. Doing a happy dance. Thank you, Sara, for letting us in the US buy them. Loads of you snapping those up today.
No pun intended.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realise then.
Oh, he's a poet and he didn't know
I
it.
didn't know it. Wendy says on YouTube, talking about your story, sat here shortening some jacket sleeves and listening along. I'm laughing out loud to your stories. Glad my children are not the only ones to cause mayhem with the tradesmen. Tina saying she loves the multifunctional die. There's a lot of comments today. Do you think it's got something to do with the fact that someone's going to be winning hundreds of pounds worth of products?
Well, it could have something to do with that, Joe, I suppose.
Do you want to see what you're winning? Do you want to see all of the wonderful stuff that someone's going to win in the next sort of half an hour or so? Just for commenting. Nothing more. Not if you don't even need to buy anything if you don't want to. You just need to comment. That's all you need to do. And you can be winning all of this lovely stuff. You can see it. Do they get the flowers or are we keeping
We're keeping the flowers. They're not getting my flowers. Those have been made by Terry and Wendy. Aren't they lovely?
They are absolutely gorgeous. Here's everything you're getting. You're getting the rotating cutting mat, the rotary cutter, you're getting the replacement blades, the sewing inspired, the builder blocks, and the circle shape cutter. I reckon, you know what, if you've already got a sewing machine, that is like quilting ready to go for you. You're going to be able to make so many different things. Worth over $250, almost £180 that is worth. Amazing that we're going to give that away to someone. Deborah's saying the bobbin clips are wonderful. When I'm quilting, I'll make at least 12 bobbins and I have the clips holding them. I put a chain through each one of them and then have them hanging up near the sewing machine. What a great way of using them, Deborah. I really love that. I really like that floral fabric, Kelly is asking. Any idea where it came from, Sarah?
Any idea what this floral fabric?
Just
one of the ones on the website.
You'll be able to find it over there on the website. Go have a look. Elaine says as well, are the instructions to make the book pillow Sarah just did available? Make a great Christmas gift for my little nieces and nephews. Always trying to gift something educational but still fun for the little ones. I guess, was there any sort of hard and fast measurements or was it just a bit sort of by eye, Sarah?
Just by eye, Joe, yeah.
So just watch that back. I think you'll be able to make one of the sort of size that you need. Ray says as well, we just returned from camping at a local dam with their cabins. It was awesome. That sounds a bit more like glamping to me than camping, if I'm going to be honest with you, Ray. Anne says as well, the voice in my head has an accent for hours after the show ends. I love that. The idea that we've affected your inner dialogue. I think that's fabulous. Chosen by Erica says, well, I just got whiplash when I heard Joe say my name. I'm multitasking in the car. I hope you didn't get actual whiplash, Chosen by Erica. I'd hate to think that I'd given you actual whiplash. That looks like it's coming on beautifully, Sarah.
It is, and you've been able to see what I'm doing, and I'm now ready to put some of the snap fastenings on. So I'm gonna get snapping, right? So like I said, I've already stuck a couple of them on, but I haven't had a chance to top stitch. Should I go and top stitch this? I feel like I need to top stitch this, Joe, to make sure it looks really, really good. And then we'll go and snap fastener it on. So all I'm doing, I've just done this, turned it inside out, and then now I'm just going to top stitch around the top. Yep.
Awesome. Do you know what I'd love to know? What are you guys making of the new show times? Because I came in today, Sarah, and I'll be honest with you, we're normally on air at 11 a.m. and I went into a meeting at 11 a.m. and I looked down at my watch and did that thing where you know you're meant to be somewhere and you just can't work out where it is. And then I realised that the hours had changed and it was all absolutely fine. Like that thing where you wake up before your alarm in the morning, you don't know what month it is or what year it is. But how are you guys getting on with the new time? I know a lot of you getting a bit of an extra lie-in across in the States and saying that you're absolutely loving that. Remember as well, there's another great show coming up later today also. Myself and Debbie will be here with Launch Party for you. That is absolutely crammed full of amazing deals as well. And of course, loads of giveaways, which we're going to be doing all the way through the rest of this week. Loads of you shopping ahead for that launch party show as well. Some of the deals I think not even going to make it to the actual show itself. It has been so busy ahead of the show.
Right, all I'm doing, Joe, is getting the snap fastener ready. So I'm putting the hole through both sets. I'm going to go through this front one here, and then let's have a look. I need a male and a female. So, or an innie and an outie, however you want to do it. So let's have a look. I'm going to put that one on there, and then I'm going to come right up through here, and I'm going to take the pop the other one onto here. All right. I'm getting our lovely director Daniel's like, mind your head. We're going to get that. We're going to get that really.
That is really not what he sounds like.
It's
more like
you're going to get that.
Mind your head. Mind your head. That's how he sounds. 20 minutes left on show. Mind your head.
Right. So there's that one done, and then here's this one done as well. So let's just make sure it's all in place. Now notice I've put the snap fastener on before I've stitched it. So in case I hadn't quite got that in the right place, I can adjust this. However, that does feel pretty good. So I'm going to go and top stitch along here now and stitch this one in place.
Do you want to know what the international sign for fabric cutter is?
What's that?
This. It was me speaking to my producer Laura. I decided that this was the international sign for fabric cutter. It has just sold out and gone. Congratulations if you got your hands on that fabric cutter. I also need to tell you about the Peter Rabbit fabric in grey. How are we doing with the stock on this one? 2/3 of the grey has gone. Now, not far behind as well will be the Icon Blue, the London Seam Blue. Very, very busy on there. But it will be the grey one that is the first to go. I just think there's so many projects you're going to do with that. It would be great for that pillow that you did earlier, Sarah. Wonderful for that. I guess could you make garments out of this if you wanted to?
Could you make a what out of this?
Garments, like babies' garments.
Of course you could.
Yeah, it is beautiful quality.
It's lovely fabric, isn't it? All
of the quality. I know some places just say this, but honestly, all of the fabrics that we carry on our website are absolutely gorgeous. We only carry really, really lovely fabrics. Always the most amazing quality. So definitely, if there's something that you want for any project, there's such a great range of fabrics on our website. You can always pop yourself over there and get yourself stocked up, which is amazing. You've got a lot of sewing done in today's show, Sarah. May I say that we get more and more in every week.
I'm getting better and better at it. Do you know what it is? I get a little bit slapdash confident and go for it a little bit. So can you see, I mean, I've kind of just gone for it around there. It might not be perfect, but it's going to be a Sara original. And you can do them perfectly when you're at home. So can you see, maybe it's not perfectly lined up, but it's looking pretty good. I'm ready to put the bottom part of my snap fastener on there. So it's going to go around. So make sure you've got the different one to what your top one is, right? Let's have a little look. I'm going to put this on here. I'm also very conscious that I'm running out of time, Joe, to be able to show everybody this and my other project that I've got sorted. So I'm going to have to... our producer Laura's telling me as long as I can do it in 5 minutes, I'll be all right. Yeah, we'll just finish this whole project in 5 minutes. Let's have a look. I haven't got... I was supposed to do this bit for the side. Do you think this little one here... Yeah, that'll have to go on the side. That'll have to be me one to go on the side. So can you see what I've been doing, Joe? That's all me inside bits. So they're all ready now to put like, you know, your necklaces over, your little rings. So this open up and your rings slot on. You can put your little bits in here. We've got that all shuts there. Then what we need is, we need this to kind of like get caught in the middle, right? So let's have a little look. If this is going to be my inside, this is the outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the two together and make sure that gets trapped in the middle. Can you see? So we're just going to trap that in there as we're going. And what I will do is I'll try and be clever. I'm trying to pull a fast one here and do a Sara on it, right? I will leave this side opening as my turning hole, so that I can then put the snap fastener in on the other side. That makes sense?
I'm following so far.
You're following, good.
I mean, if I'm following, everyone must be following.
Everyone must be following. We should be all right. So. There's me stitching that's all right, but not perfect, but pretty good enough. And I'm going to try and go as close to the edges as possible so I don't go over this. So I'm just going to stitch all the way around, Joe. You can ask me questions.
Are you sure? Questions while sewing?
I'm only going in a straight line, so I'm feeling all right about it.
No questions. We've done all the questions. We've been very good on the questions front today. There's just generally a lot of love for everything over on social media at the moment. Tracy Ball says, first time commenting from a very blowy Devon. My word, the weather today... I thought Noah's Ark was going to come past the house this morning when I looked out the window. Honestly, it was biblical out there. It is a very, very strange day. Susan says, Joe, you know me. I'm always here. Derek even calls me Sandra from round the corner. She says, I love the new times. Means I get a few hours more sleep. And 5 a.m. Oh, that's Sandra Dundas, sorry. And then Susan Rushton says, 5 a.m. is more manageable than 3 a.m. So thank you for the new times. Marie say, I'm loving the new times. Currently on 2 weeks off work, so brilliant way day to spend an afternoon with a cuppa.
Oh, Joe, I've just, by the way, stitched down the side that I said I was going to keep open, Joe.
Ooh.
I might just unpick a little bit.
Do a bit of unpicking.
I might just do a tiny little bit of unpicking.
No problem. Whilst you're doing some unpicking, the lovely Janet from Singapore, one of our regulars, sent us in a wonderful picture. Check out her face mask, Sarah. That is awesome,
wow.
isn't it?
Hey. I'm very impressed. Looking awesome.
Absolutely gorgeous. And she's got us on the go there as well on iPad. I wonder what the time is then in Singapore.
What time is it in Singapore?
It's probably about 9:30 at night, I'm going to guess, 10:30 in the evening, something like that. Chosen by Erica saying, I've been 20 to 10. Oh, there you go. It's pretty good, pretty bang on. Chosen by Erica saying, I've been eyeing that fabric cutter for months, waiting for a deal. Got two, one for me and one for my daughter. Well, congratulations, Chosen by Erica, because it has now sold out. Joy says, so nice to catch the early show live, though I am still late. And Kathy saying, we need to meet all of the guys behind the camera and the production staff. Maybe we need to do a bit of an Instagram live takeover then, where we introduce you to every single person that helps put these shows together. I think we should definitely make that happen.
I think you could make that happen, Joe.
We will give it a go. Some behind the scenes. Okay, watch this space. We'll work on that.
So here we go. I'm going for my unpicking, Joe. I'm going for my unpick. Where was it? There's the bottom pocket. There's the two set. Is that where I sewed me bit in? So I was going to leave this bit here open, right? You don't have to look that up close on the unpicking, you know.
This is almost like you've done something wrong. Now you're getting told off and we're watching you do it. Let me take this opportunity to remind you of some of the stuff that's proving really, really busy in this show. We had such an exceptionally busy Soft Side Life show today. So do we call it this morning's show still? We don't, do we? No, because it starts at... Well, what time does it start? I can't even remember now.
No, it doesn't start on the morning, does it not?
No, it starts in the afternoon. It's definitely the afternoon show. I'd forgotten what time it even started there for a moment. You're going to have to bear with me with this. $59.99, $89.95. You want to get the two builder block systems. Very, very busy. Saving more than you're spending on those in the UK. You guys are loving those. Remember as well that Gemini Lock Pro with the 4 spools of black thread. Double points means that if that was your first time purchase, you'd get 250 bonus points, you get 498 points, and you get 20% off. Or if you're a platinum member, you're still going to get that 20% off, which is amazing. Also remember as well, we've got a great anniversary deal for you on our Gemini machine. So if you want to go for the Gemini machine with £100 worth of freebies, absolutely you can. We've got it on that fantastic price there that you can see on your screen. However, if you're a platinum member as well, my oh my, you're going to get this for £143 or $199. We do have the Junior available for you as well, still coming with all of those amazing freebies for you. As you can see just there, platinum members can get this for £111 in the UK, $159 if you are across in the US. That is just a snapshot of some of the stuff that's been super busy. How are you getting on over there, Sarah?
Yes, we're doing it, Joe. So I unpicked and it worked, thankfully. So the reason I unpicked it is because I wanted this turning part here. Because look what I want to do, you see, this folds over, Joe. I'm going to seal all that inside, by the way. That folds over there like this. Oh, this is going to make a lovely little project. I'm making it for me mum. She's coming now. She's coming to pick us up so we can go on our little hiking.
When's she coming to pick you up in a minute?
Yeah, she's coming to pick me up. Well, she's coming to pick me up in about 15 minutes when we finish our show.
Right. It makes you sound like you're still at school. Yeah, my mum will be here to pick me up when I'm done.
Pick us up in a minute. Right, so look what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through both of them. This is why I left it open. All right, so I'm going to go through both of them. So I'm going to go with my first snap fastener. How can I just ask, by the way, Joe, any sewers out there, how did you manage? How do you do this if you don't have a snap fastener? What do you do?
Would it be a button, I guess, if you didn't have a snap fastener?
What a faff on.
And a bit bulky as well, isn't it?
These are so much easier, right? So look at this. So there's going to be the first part, right? And then I did stick me, yes, there we go. So can you see I don't want to go all the way through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in from the edge. Come on, guys. They're going to open this up. And we're going to I am going to open it up. I'm going to open it up here and go through the 2 layers there, right? And then I'm going to find my hole. I am going to find my hole. Is that my hole there? I'm going to come in and find my hole, Joe. Where's my pokey tool? I'm just going to make sure I've got it in exactly the right spot. I feel under pressure. You're very quiet.
I was having a big sip of water, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, that's all right then. I'll let you off. I was thinking, oh, my life, if you're staring at me like this and everybody else is staring at this.
Casey says over on YouTube, she's a new commenter. I'd love to start sewing again. Piers, I've never commented before and just wanted to say, just started watching your shows this week. What an awesome time to start watching our shows on our first anniversary, when we're giving away a £250,000 worth of products over the next week as well. Marie saying, don't worry, don't worry, Sarah, the unpicker is my dearest friend.
Yes, it's my dearest friend as well, I can tell you.
Stephanie says, Joe, you have a talent for talking a mile a minute. I don't know about that. I think Sarah, give me a good run for my money there. I think we should have some sort of like fast talk off, Sarah, where we see how many words we can say in a minute. That could be fun. Did I hear something was limited stock there? Do I need to... London Street Grey, limited stock. If it's in your basket, you need to check it out. Very, very busy. I knew it would be the first one to go. It is definitely going to go, I'd say, just either at the end of this hour or just after. So if you want it, if it's in your basket, please do check. I'm going to fold that one up and put it to one side because I know it's going to be gone in just a moment. I feel like we're really putting you up against it with this demonstration.
I also feel like you're really putting me up against it with this demonstration, but I am determined to be put up against it and also nail it. So I'm just going to top stitch down this top part so you can see the finished project, and then I'll have to finish the top stitching a little bit later, but you'll be able to see the whole project come together. So I want you to see, I'm really hoping that a lot of people out there who are like me and are relative beginners on the sewing kind of journey as it was, will think, well, I can give that one a go. Because honestly, these dies are absolutely awesome. So the dies are going to make it really easy for you.
Anne wants to know what stitch length you're using, Sarah.
Right, I've gone with a really, really small one. And honestly, I don't know why. I quite like the look of a really, really small one. So I've gone for function, and also they don't pull apart then as easily either.
So if it also, am I right in thinking if your stitch length is shorter, you get a stronger seam?
Yes.
Is that correct?
It is stronger. Yep.
But then is it easier sometimes to sew with a longer stitch length?
I wouldn't necessarily say so. I think it's all right. It takes a bit longer.
I did say 2020 was going to be the year that I learned to sew, but then, you know, that was in January and a few things got in the way, didn't they? So it's one of those things that are just fallen by the wayside. So maybe I do need to have a go. I have stitched once. Bernie got me stitching once in a show. Just one straight line. And I feel like that was it. I feel like I can say I'm a sewer now, just because I just did one slow straight line.
I've been doing loads of masks for my friends. That's been a brilliant little project to kind of get, and my friends are chuffed a bit, right? So the girls I was at university with, I did them all at once. I think it was last weekend I did them, and I just sent them, and they've arrived in the last couple of days. And honestly, them girls, you'd think I'd given them the world. And so I'm getting photos every day of my friends, you know, out and about. So one of them texted today, she's like, I'm at the dentist, here's my face mask. I'll have to show you some of the pictures. I could only show you it on my phone because I can't send them to our director to put them on the screen.
Do you feel like you get like mask appreciation, the super mask? You got your nice mask on and someone else has got a lovely mask on. Every now and then you're like, oh, nice mask.
Mask.
There's just like a knowing subtle half nod between the two of you because you've got beautiful homemade masks on.
Joe, can we just appreciate
gorgeous.
That I finished the project? I actually got the whole thing finished. Me snap fasteners in the right place. I did my top stitching. We finished the whole little thing, little pocket in there to put your bits and pieces in, put your rings on your necklaces, and it's ready. My mum will be here any minute, and I'm going to give it to me, ma'am. There you go. If I can do that, Joe, in like what? 20 minutes that we've been doing the demo, you can knock one of those out in an hour. And I don't mean you, I mean people watching us home.
I mean, it might take me more than an hour, but I give it a go. And the great thing is that they are so multifunctional. So there's loads that you can do with these, from little purses and wallets. You've got passport holders. I really love these sort of drum ones, or the sort of basket bags almost, which would just be amazing for things like popping toiletries into there. It might look lovely in my new, maybe I'll slip that into my backpack when I was watching. And then also you've got these lovely zip ones as well. Also the sort of drum style bags. You've got these sort of semicircle ones, which are a lovely clutch bag as well, which There's loads that you can do with them. And the great thing is that yes, they are beautiful, the bags that you make, but they are totally functional, and it's going to cut your linings for you as well. They're going to look super, super professional. And the thing is, because you're starting off with that something that is perfectly cut, it means that you've got such a better chance of getting it right when you get to sit down and start doing the sewing. I love this one here with all of those different interior pockets in there. You've got space for your keys and a chocolate bar, absolutely everything is going to fit in there. They are brilliant, and the great thing is, for that price, you're getting enough dies to make you 9 bags. So when you think about it, you're looking at what, about £6.50 per bag is your cost there. It is absolutely amazing value for money that you're getting here with these. $59.98 if you're in the UK, $79.90 if you are in the US, which is fantastic. Irene says, I believe it would have been a little difficult without a fastener, Sarah. Absolutely, that fastener flying out, by the way. Susan says, enjoyed the programme, and both of you are great. These shows are bringing joy to me and so many others, so thank you. No, thank you, Susan, for joining in every day. It's such a pleasure, isn't it, to be able to be with everyone twice a day now as well. Melanie says, first time watching this show. Do I need to start up another craft? Oh my,
yes,
I think
you do.
Do you know what, Melanie? I think the fact that you're even asking the question means it's a bit of a foregone conclusion, really. And Donna says, I just want to say, Sarah, that I used to sew when kids were little, but don't do any now. But I had to watch your shows because you inspire me. So thank you. How lovely is that? Right, I need to recap the details of the Overlocker for you. It is very, very busy on this. The price is there on your screen, $249.99. If you are a Club Inspired Platinum member, you can get almost an extra £50 off of this. And you're going to get double points, and we're going to give you 4 spools of black Overlocker thread included as well. So much that you can do with this. Lots of inspiration on our website. Loads of videos across on our website as well with the lovely Lizzie Curtis. She'll take you through loads of things how to thread this up. There's lots of inspiration for you. So don't think you're going to buy this and you're going to have to, be on your own. We've made sure that you've got loads of inspiration. Remember, if you wanted to use... you wanted to watch back this show and everything that Sarah's showing you in this show, absolutely you can do that along with any of our other shows. They are all available for you all the time across over on our website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. So make sure you get yourself across there and catch up on all of the shows. Right, Sarah, we're ending on the Overlocker, I hear.
Right, so we've only got 10 minutes left, but I've still got time to do a project, I think. So, and this is me being one of you, right? Leanne was on the show a few weeks ago and I watched her do this. She did it on a normal sewing machine, okay? I'm going to do it on the Overlocker just for speed, because this is the sort of thing you could make these up as little presents. So I think I remember how she did it. So if it goes all to pot, go back and watch Leanne's. But this is, so all I'm doing is exactly what you guys are doing. Bear in mind, Leanne is a far more advanced sewer than I am, sewist, whatever we call ourselves. She's way more advanced than I am, but I watched it and thought, I can do that. You might be watching, you might have watched me do that lovely little cushion cover for our Charlie and thought, I can do that. You don't need a pattern, you don't need to know, you just need to have a little go, have the inspiration to give it a bit of a try. Whether it's that, whether you go for the die set and you want to try the project that I've just made, which I am pretty pleased with and pleased that we got finished in the time. Let me just say though, every one of you absolutely needs the snap fastener, because every one of these projects, I couldn't have finished them if I didn't have that snap fastener. I mean, how brilliant are they? But anyway, we'll move on, because now I've only got 8 minutes to do the project, because I was chit-chatting. I've kind of cut roughly what Leanne did. So she seemed to do this like long thin, hers was a bit more rounded, came to the front, right? So it's going to make a little purse. So if you imagine, this is what we're going to do, Joe. We're going to do a little purse that closes over like that. I'm going to put a little snap fastener in. But I'm going to do it at speed with the Overlocker. So first of all, you want the right sides together. I'm going to go all the way around the outside and I'm going to leave a little bit open for turning, and I'm going to leave pretty much that bit down there. So I'll do that bit first because I want you to see how I chain off the end. So I'm going to start here. Try and go right near the edge so that you're not cutting off a great deal of fabric, okay? This is the thing when I talk about it being so speedy. So I'm getting it to round about there, and then look at that, I'm just going to do what's called chaining off. So can you see what I've done there? I've come down the edge. This is the bit that's been cut off. and then I've chained off, because this is where we're going to turn it in. So it's one side. I'm going to do all the other sides though, but here's the thing, Joe, I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'm not like the sewing machine where you turn it round, you just chain this off and then you start on the next edge, and it'll cut your little chain off, but you're not holding it in place and turning it, you're always chaining right off the edge. Right, so there we go.
Can you overlock without taking any off? Is it just a question of where you position your fabric, Sarah?
Yeah, you can. You can also take the, you can lift the knife up.
Oh really, so it just overlocks and doesn't trim?
Just overlocks and doesn't trim it at the same time. It's got that little trim bit down there. But I find it's much easier with the knife down, because it's basically, you have to, because it goes so fast, you have to get it exactly in the right place. Right, there you go. Now that's not bad for me doing a super quick project. I've still got that. Looks relatively like a, whatchamacallit, like a purse, right? So I'm going to get all these off here, Joe, and then we're going to try turning it inside out and see how it looks, okay? So I might have not quite come far enough down there, but
how many things you're going to be able to make quickly with this? Once you've mastered that book pillow, you'll be able to knock 10 of those book pillows out in an hour, a couple of hours, easily.
You'll be able to knock these out quickly and easily. And do you know what? These are the lovely sort of things. So you know, I just sent me friends like a mask. I could have sent them a mask and a little matching purse. I mean, I'm kicking myself for just thinking of that now, because how cute would that have been to do a mask and a little matching purse to go with it? And do you know what I did? Do you know how it all came about? Because one of them was telling me how they'd been and bought a mask from Liberty, and I was like, how much did you pay for that mask from Liberty?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but it's nice. And
I was like,
how
much it was?
We have Liberty fabrics. So I said to them, go on the website, choose your fabrics, and I'll make you a Liberty mask out of Liberty fabrics.
Amazing.
And so I'm not saying they were all being a bit snooty, but you know, they were all wanting Liberty fabrics.
There's a tailor's in Manchester, and it's gorgeous tailors, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're worth every penny, but the masks there that they're making from like tie and handkerchief material, like £25-30 per mask. Oof. And they're absolutely beautiful, but you could definitely make them yourself for a fraction of the price.
A lot cheaper. Right. I'm going to fold this in here and just iron this over. Now I'm just trying to remember what she did, Joe, and if she folded, trying to think when she sticks this in, if she folded the top bit down as well and sewed the top bit in. I don't think she did. I think it was just a fold over. I've never tried this project before. You know, there's nothing like you guys being my guinea pigs and trying this live on
I love
air,
that you're just willing to just give it a go.
Give it a go, yeah. What's the worst that can go wrong? Doesn't work, and then we'll all try it again next week.
Disorganised Crafter on
so
YouTube.
It's going to be like this and fold down like that, right? So that's how it's going to look. So I'll just iron it in place first of all, and then I'll turn it back inside out to stitch the sides down, right? So that's that way. That's going to come over this way, and I'm going to overlock those edges off, right? And then the whole thing will fold down.
Ooh,
so
I love this.
You love it. I'm starting to feel a bit nervous.
She says that you inspired her to start sewing. First thing she ever made was a face mask, which is amazing. Charlotte says she loves the programmes. This is the first week she's watched as well, and now she is hooked. Loads of people, it seems, discovering us for the first time this week, you know. All the newbies.
I am so glad to hear it. And do you know what I'm even more glad about? The fact that they're commenting.
Absolutely.
The fact that everyone's commenting along.
And Crafty Joe, her first time watching too as well. I really want to learn to sew. You're giving me so much inspo, which is amazing. Last comments coming in as well. Remember, we're going to pick a winner for that bundle of amazing goodies before the end of the show as well, in just a couple of minutes' time. Now that, Sarah, has got to be some sort of record for the most speedy project, or what?
Isn't that lovely? And it's just a nice little mini. Let's have a little look. Nice little mini one. If I open all of this up, it's just a nice little mini pocket purse. There we go. And it needs a snap fastener on, which has definitely been our hero of the day. So if you want a little snap fastener on here as well, Joe, all we're going to do is we're going to come right through both layers. I'm actually going to go through all three just so that I've got them in the right place. What colour should we do with a little snap, do you think?
Have you got a nice, like, blushy, pinky, peachy one?
I have, but we've been doing, well, I suppose the pink's
oh,
nice,
look,
isn't it?
It's as if it was was made to go.
Right.
There's loads of colours in there, isn't there, in that extra accessories bit?
You've got the extra box, haven't you? So if you get the extra box, And I think the extra box is going to be perfect.
Let me just see if I can, oh, there we go, I can squeeze it off, wonderful. All the colours that you're getting just in the extras there, as you can see. So it's absolutely loads to go at. And also different shapes. You've got stars and hearts and round ones and all sorts of different bobs. They're meant to be $14.99, and we'll always carry them on our website when you want to come back and get extras, but you're getting it for free when you get the Snap Fastener Toolkit, which is incredible. So details are on the bottom of your screen there, $29.99 or $34.95. First chance you've had to get those in the US as well, which I think, Sarah, it's been so busy on that in this show. Everyone's so pleased to be able to get them hands on them stateside.
But we said, didn't we? We knew they were going to be ridiculously busy. And then also, I can't believe how many overlockers people have gone for today. Well, I can, because it's on such a good deal, but let me just tell you, you will absolutely fall in love, just like I have. You will totally fall in love with that overlocker, because it'll make, I mean, look how quickly I've made this little purse. Anything you're doing just makes it quick and easy, but also it just seals everything perfectly. Look at that. Made a little purse in absolutely no time at all. That could be a purse for your face masks, couldn't it?
Amazing. Yes, because you don't want to just put it in your pocket so it gets grubby. It could be a little face mask holder, which would be lovely. Now it's been very busy. Do we want to pick a winner?
Go on then.
I feel like I've got the power, like in my hands, of picking this winner, which is amazing. Here's everything that you're going to be getting, though. Of course, it is a prize bundle worth $179.95 or $254.75. You've got a rotary cutter in there. You've got a rotating cutting mat. You've got builder block. You've got some sewing spider. You've got everything you need. It's like a quilting start kit. And the lucky winner is. I feel like it's the end of like X Factor or Pop Idol, you know, where there's that long dramatic pause. It's going to Jackie Bolton. Congratulations, Jackie Bolton. You are the winner of that amazing quilting package. You need to just pop us an email to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Prizes@crafterscompanion.com to claim that amazing prize. Remember, there is a prize in every single show. The more you comment, the more chances you have got to win. We'll have a whole new prize in just over an hour when I'm here with Debbie. Now, remember to check out your basket. It's very, very busy as we move towards the end of the show. Very busy on those fabrics as well. Sarah, can I say it's been an absolute pleasure to spend a couple of hours with you. When can we expect you back here in the studio with us at Crafters TV?
I'm going to get all my projects back up so you can have another little look at all what I did. I'll be back on Thursday because it's an anniversary event. It's a special cartload, so I will be back for a really special cartload of it. I'm just having tomorrow off for me hiking, so I think I've earned it after all that lovely sewing.
Absolutely, you have. Right, it's been an amazing show. We've got a 1 hour quick turnaround and we're going to see you back here in an hour with the launch party with myself and Debbie. I think Debbie's feeling a bit mischievous today. It could be a lot of fun. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you in an hour. Take care, Sarah. Take care to all you guys as well. See you back here soon. Bye.